now.
Alright, so we're both recording now.
Yeah.
Everything's recording.
Hello.
Hey! We're recording! Just in case you didn't know.
Why do I feel like Captain America? He said a bad word. He said a bad word.
Language!
Gosh.
You
Okay.
missed us, Kent.
So, with Dugan being the one who kept talking about what happened and what we did and everything, Dugan, go ahead and remind everybody of where we left off at, because it's been like 4.5 weeks since we played.
So we talked to Enoch's mentor from the dead.
Obi-Wan.
He went all Force Ghost on us.
That's right, yeah.
And we got really cool weapons from the mithril daggers. They all turned into specific weapons for all of us, which is dope. And they do elemental damage, and that's really nice.
They blended with the adamantium dagger.
So now that's how we level up, but we also all have these really cool weapons, which is nice. And then we left there, and Larkspur got wind of, somebody was looking for us, some noble lady. That sparked Larkspur, like, ooh, noble money, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And this is where my details get just a little fuzzy, because we went, accepted the job, and she paid us with a bag of holding and a bunch of healing potions. But I can't remember what the job was, or where we were going, but we had to leave. What?
Marsh.
Oh yeah, the Marsh, because that's the name of the episode.
I don't take notes.
Case of the missing Marsh.
Yeah, so we're going to the Marsh.
Or a guy named Marsh. I'm not
Or
really
a guy
too
named
certain.
Marsh. Yeah. I think we actually had a line of
both.
questioning, like, is it a girl named Marsh? Like, because we've been mistaken before. Anyway, so we were on our way, and we rolled a bunch of checks, and the checks came back pretty low, so we came across a little encampment, and there was a guy with some sketch paintings, and then he got all, like, weird, and Enoch called him on it, and then
It's lying to us,
there
being
was a
suspicious.
detect magic on the
Deserve to
paintings, and they're
die.
all that like cosmic magic, and Larkspur was like, hey, so what's up with these magics, bro? And he's like, what? I don't know, what magic? I don't know. And he kept doing that, and then Enoch pulled his sword out and was like, all right, well, you're either going to tell us or we're going to bash you. And then he turned into a devil and
So we
flew up
bashed
into
him.
the air. And we shot him with a whole bunch of stuff, and everyone hit him with crap, and he almost died because we crit right away. That was pretty fun. But then he got
we almost
his,
died.
and
Yeah.
he like killed Strawberry twice, like dropped her into death saves twice.
Oh, that's
that
right.
was really terrifying. Enoch saved her, thank goodness.
I actually took damage in that fight.
Yeah, Larkspur hit him with some really cool Eldritch Blasts and stuff, but he targeted in on everybody at some point in time. And then we hit him with the laser rifle that Tarkx grabbed off of Strawberry's unconscious body at the time. Finally dropped the dude, because thank God for radiant damage. And so he died, and I snapped his evil fork thing in half and took some fire damage from that, because Tarkx is the dum-dum. And that's about where we ended, because it was 8:30.
Yeah.
And
That fight
it was
lasted.
one really long fight.
So, as you guys finished that fight up, and Tarkx has now got black embery cinders on his face
Oh,
and smoke shooting out of his mouth. Everybody give me a perception check.
Hooray!
I opened my mouth at people in the camp.
Perception.
Nat 20, first roll of the
Oh,
night.
man.
Let's go!
Damn!
Let's go!
I got
Really? That's going to be how this goes? Oh, God.
I got an 11.
I don't know, this happened last time, and then I tanked all my really important ones.
I was about to say,
Get all the good ones out of the way, and then...
So, obviously, you notice it.
13.
13, you notice it.
11.
11, you still notice it.
Oh, okay.
17.
Such a low
All right.
DC, and I
You guys all
wasted
notice
crits.
it as you're like... and you look around, and you're in a empty, open field.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Wasn't this like a little village just a moment ago?
Was it?
Why is it?
There's a That's funny. What? Eh?
Was that explosion so big it like took everybody else out?
Perhaps it was an illusion. Devils are manipulative creatures.
Star's just gonna write on their blackboard. I don't know, but he hits pretty freaking hard.
Yeah, not anymore. I broke his fork thing. What happens when you kill a devil? Does it like go to hell, or like is that like a vacation, or like?
I should know this one, and I do. I rolled a 19 plus 3 for religion.
Yep.
So
You absolutely know that when devils are killed on the material plane, their bodies disintegrate and their spirits go back to the abyssal plane, where they are reincarnated as lemur devils.
Oh, so the very bottom of the.
They go back on the bottom.
They go back to the
of
very
chain.
bottom of that chain of devils.
Oh.
That's
Yep.
me all the way up.
Well, we basically just destroyed his body, sent his soul back to hell, and he's now basically at the bottom of the totem pole.
We always pissed on the bottom of the totem poles.
Those of you
Which
who-
ancestor was on the bottom?
None that we like.
Oh, jeez. Oh my
Like,
god.
who's the black sheep of Tark's family, right? Like,
Well, so the main totem pole was like
His name's
people who
Zrat.
Tark's Prime knew, and there was this one who like they didn't have any like backside on their pants, and they had whips in their hands, and it was really weird. But nobody liked them. They were always really inappropriate, so we just pee on that one.
His name's Rat.
It was something like Papicholo.
Oh my god. No! No!
It's now canon, Kent.
Okay, pause it for just a second. Papi Chulo was my sister-in-law's character who was a
There we
gay rogue assassin.
Dual wielded whips and
was a
wore
prostitute.
assless chaps.
Okay, that makes
Somewhere, I have no idea where, but somewhere we still have the homemade miniature.
Oh my god.
that is
It looked
hilarious.
like what's his name that did the pen pineapple apple pen
It
with
did,
the yellow
yeah.
shirt and the maracas.
Except we're with two whips.
Gosh. So anyway, back to the game.
But yeah, nobody liked that one, so we always just communally peed on that one. So bottom of the totem pole's a bad place to be.
For sure.
I can only imagine how bad demon pee smells.
Oh, let's not dwell on that too long, shall we?
Gosh. So as you guys are all communicating and just talking amongst yourselves for a minute, if you are proficient in Arcana, you may give me an Arcana check. Otherwise, give me another perception check.
Man, I'm on it today.
And can one of you hand me the tube with one of the cardboard platforms? Thank you. Okay.
Whoa.
Lid on.
Put the lid on it. I put the lid on it.
Foresight.
Okay. What everybody get?
13.
And which one did you do?
Perception.
13.
12 Arcana.
Okay, that makes it.
6 perception.
You don't notice this.
Dirty
I'm
20
thinking about
perception.
demon pee.
Dirty 20
I
perception.
rolled a different set of dice. I got an 18.
Okay.
Jeez.
So
Yeah, the
you-
low wisdom barbarian is
Oh,
on
man.
it today.
When we get into the next fight and you're rolling like
It's gonna be
twos,
so shit.
So you're inherently focused on the whole death of the devil thing, while the three of you are talking, and you look back over at where the fork was broken at. You notice that the shards of the fork, with all the intricate runes, abyssal runes and everything carved on it, are still glowing. Float up and start to float in a circle above your heads, roughly the same height as where that horned devil was at, and they're not in any sort of pattern or anything, but they're just all floating in a circle and creating a dark, two-dimensional sphere.
no, that doesn't look good.
Demon pee.
22 to hit.
With what?
Thanks for bringing this
Firebolt.
cream soda.
With Firebolt?
Oh, Ken, thank you for bringing this cream soda. Or
The
let us
butter-
have it. Yeah,
Butterscotch.
it's really good.
If any of you guys who are listening or the viewers are wondering, that came from the dime store in Wakarusa. It's a very nice
Flying
candy
cauldron.
store.
It is a very nice store.
Non-alcoholic, by the way. For you delinquents
YouTube.
out there who like to participate.
And if you follow us on TikTok, you can see the video I made inside that place. You shoot
yeah,
it
I
with a
saw it.
firebolt.
Mhm.
Okay, roll the hit.
22.
22. Roll your damage.
9.
9 points of damage. So you see your fireball shoot up at this thing. It's basically looking like a portal opening up. As it hits that surface, the firebolt disperses out to the outer edge of the circle, and it goes from just a circle to a dark black mass with red lightning flowing through it.
Tarkx!
You just make it
And
worse.
60 feet in the air.
Lord.
Where'd he go? There he is. You guys all put your characters on the map.
Strawberry has a button.
Already done. Oh.
Yes. Yes. Strawberry has a new
Wow.
form.
The teensiest cheeks.
Oh,
Oh no!
So Larkspur died.
With that fall and with the health I have left, yeah, that is
That does it.
possible.
Yeah, one of those
there
magnet
we go.
things makes it way more stable.
There we go. Yeah.
And 60 feet in the air, you see this guy. Get up there.
holy shit!
Yeah.
So, out of game for just a moment. We talked about this in the live feed.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it now. This is my custom designed Demon Dragon mini that was printed and painted by Mandy's Minis.
Yeah. The paint job is fantastic.
Yeah.
If you go
Give
onto
the
YouTube,
camera a
you can
better look.
find her video where she actually showed you how she made that.
Nice.
It was airbrushed, and then
Yeah,
the
you can
smaller
tell.
details were painted on. That was what I originally went for. When I first had it made, the detail was so horrific. I hated it.
It's like head.
No, the detail on the weapons looks really cool.
Yeah.
There's even writing
For
inside
sure.
the book.
And like the airbrushing all
Oh
over
my
the wings
gosh.
and stuff,
No
like the different
way.
shadows that you have.
Yeah, there is script inside the book. That's
Yeah,
such
yeah.
good detail. My goodness.
I
Fantastic.
loved this so much. I was so happy to see how that turned out.
Yeah, I'm not happy to be fighting it right now.
Guys, he has 4 arms.
Yes, 2 harms are holding axes.
Sorry, I'm like
The
leaning
axe.
aside.
So back into the game, the shards of the weapons that were floating around. After he appears, that dissipates, and those shards appear in the forms of those axes. And then you see the book in one hand, and the other hand is just open, resting at his side.
Oh,
And as
fantastic.
he looks down upon you,
Tarkx steps in front of Strawberry.
you hear him say this.
Oh, you don't like it?
It's like.
Huh?
It's like.
Hold on, like,
This is what you hear.
Are the heroes of prophecy, the ones destined to extinguish my very existence. How cute.
Thank you.
I mean, Strawberry's pretty cute and all.
You hear a cocking noise as Strawberry looks
Cute and dangerous. I don't know that everyone's ever called me cute, though.
Oh, I got a perfect name for that gun thing. The cutie pea shooty.
Yeah, the cutie pea shooty. I like that. We're gonna totally ruin this guy's mom.
Yeah.
just
Like,
all the power.
okay, hold on a second. Cutie pea shooty.
I thought you were going to say cutie patootie.
So did
Yeah, no,
a cutie patootie holding a cutie pea shooty.
Gosh.
All the gravitas just left.
yeah. I'm sorry. As you were saying, hey,
So,
At that point, he's just hovering there 60 feet in the air.
What's a prophecy?
oh, it's foretelling of the future, things that are yet to happen, but will potentially happen.
What, they will, or they... Can you just give us a second? I'm trying to wrap my head around what you just said. So it's 4 people telling what the future's going to be.
No, it is one person telling you what the future will be, but it's depending on the divining nature of the magic. It could be more or less accurate.
I think he said warriors of prophecy, meaning that someone in the past has talked about us before we even existed.
Whoa, that's
You
pretty
can
cool.
give me a history check with that.
Ooh,
That's Meredith. That's the woman who was leading you.
14.
14. You recall when you were talking to your former master,
Mhm.
your mentor, when he was in his spectral form, talking about being told of a prophecy from Io when they first helped get the Church of Io established in Freeport.
Oh,
And some coming danger that they didn't know what it was or how best to prepare for it, so they just did their best to try to prepare for it by helping you guys in any way that they could.
So all right, yeah, you're still wrapping my head around the stuff. Just one second. All right, thank you. It's always important to be polite.
Yes, especially when it's the consequences of our own actions come to taunt us. Perhaps we should run?
I don't know.
I mean, he does have 4 arms. That's a lot of arms. I've never fought someone with 4 arms.
That's like one for each of us. That's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Then I am precariously out of spell slots.
What?
What's a spell slut?
That is something entirely different.
We'll have that talk when you're older.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we just got to put a pin in that one.
Strawberry, you see, goes redder than
So you're not really wanting to fight this guy, huh?
No. Sidriel?
No.
Sidriel spell slot? He might be. Just another name for wizards, I guess.
Do you even think he'll let us run?
I don't know. He's using his wings. I don't even know if he can run.
He hasn't killed us yet. Perhaps we can negotiate.
I don't. Okay.
I mean, you're pretty good with words, Larkspur. You want to try to I don't know, figure out what our next move needs to be based on what he says.
I'm certainly okay with that.
And he thinks you're cute, so maybe there's that. Maybe it's like that fairy dude in the shop, you know, like might be able to
I
get
have
some
been
free
known
stuff.
to use my wiles from time to time. Are we in agreement then? Shall we attempt to negotiate?
Strawberry will slowly hand you an orb for bardic inspiration. Just let me know what you use it for.
She like sighs, knowing that she needs it. She'll like look at, yes, thank you.
Like powdering your
Yes.
face.
Powder my face.
Probably kind of to the smell of the spores.
So this is going pretty much how you thought.
I didn't know how it was going to go. I only prepped up to that point.
All
where
right.
I said
Great.
that.
All right, great.
Good.
So
Can't be
it's-
disappointed.
Yeah. So Larkspur's still flying in the air, by the way. So she's yes. Hello. I am Larkspur, representative for the what's our name again? Drunken.
Drunken? Yeah, drunken.
I thought it was cedar.
It's
We
drunken.
changed it. We changed it when we got hold of unlimited booze.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, I am our current representative of our Drunken Adventurers band here, and we how can we assist you today?
So the hand that doesn't have anything occupied,
Sure.
he waves it up, and you feel a burst of air push you up to him. Now you can either make a dex save to try to resist it, or just let it happen.
Yeah, no, I'll make a dex save. That is, that's an 11.
Yeah, no.
So
you
it'll
just,
be a total of 13.
13. Yeah. So even with you trying to resist it, you just feel it pull you right up. And as you get up to where his face is at, you realize his head is about as big as you are.
Yes. Oh, hello. Huh. Wow. I can recommend something for your complexion. If you're interested.
If I can add something, you'll feel strawberry climbing up your back, and then you'll feel something go on your head. Strawberry angles the rifle.
Darks.
Stiffen the neck and create a perfectly
I feel like you're
still.
Strawberry has her their legs wrapped on your neck, so when fire happens,
You just hear in your head, Charlie go, "Be still."
don't move.
Nope, I didn't write it in there. Okay.
I will be so motionless that I become.
Fortunately for
invisible
you,
to them.
I don't have the stats I put together for this guy in front of me. So I'm kind of going off of memory here just a little bit.
Are you gonna wing it?
First the cheese, then the just regular.
Larkspur will. She's obviously intimidated and frightened with this creature, especially being the size that it is. So she says what she says about the complexion, and then she says, "Yes, but you obviously interested in a one-on-one conversation. So what can I do for you?"
What character? What alignment is your character?
Lawful evil.
Okay. Does anybody else have evil alignment?
No.
I know you don't because you're a paladin.
Paladins can have evil alignments.
They can, but most people don't put evil alignment in paladin unless they're trying to be that person.
No, I'm chaotic neutral.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
I'm saying this.
Okay, so from where the three of you are at, you cannot hear this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you can't tell if you're hearing it from him verbally or telepathically in your head.
Okay.
But he just looks at you and he goes, "You have potential, but I sense you're already connected to someone."
Well, thank you. I am proud of my abilities, however fledgling they might be. But yes, potential can grow into mighty power. That's why it's important to make your alliances early. But I'm sure you know that already. But yes, as far as connections go, I do serve a fairly powerful goddess. Perhaps you've heard of her. What's her name again? Savora.
To say, you've been saying her name a lot. You really forgot.
I know. I couldn't remember if it was a V as in victory or like a PH sound. So Savora.
What is your intent serving under her?
Oh well, of course she is the reigning. Not sure if deity would be the correct word in this setting. She is the reigning monarch of the fairy realm, or is it Feywild?
Plane of the Fairy?
Plane of the Fairy, thank you. She is the reigning monarch of the Plane of Fairy, and she has, well, quite frankly, she sent me here to collect wanderers who've strayed from her worship.
And what do you have to gain from this?
Well, her blessing, of course.
So a blessing from a goddess of a plane. Why settle for something so little when you could have more across the multiverse?
Well, it's because I've not known anyone who can match the power of Silvora. At least, not up until now.
Are they flirting up there?
Feels like you took a little bit here.
let her work her magic, alright? I've seen her in action with the fairy dude in the shops,
I am
alright?
lawful evil, make me a deal.
It's really impressive, alright? I'm trusting her. She's really good.
Tarkx, I don't think my bullet's gonna do much. He's really big.
Yeah.
So
That's
internally, Larkspur is starting to feel a divide
Okay.
between her and Silvora, and some degree of some sort of detachment,
Interesting.
as if Silvora is withdrawing from her on the idea that Larkspur might switch patrons.
Okay.
You play off of that how you wish.
Huh.
Just understand, the decisions you make with
No,
this
no, no.
interaction are going to dictate what happens later on in the game.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that. Wow. Sephora doesn't even...
Not a I'm giving up on you, more of a I'm going to punish you by pulling away your power if you don't stick with me.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
not what I thought you meant.
Yeah,
I was
that-
like, wow, she's just going to peace out that quick? Well,
The
hey,
look on
okay.
the looks on your face, I realized I didn't say that right.
Yeah, I was like, well, she's going to be that fickle. But why are you... pardon me, I don't think I know your name.
That comes later.
Yes.
They are flirting.
No, I wanted to see if he was a dumb devil. He's not. Tell me, why would you care so much that about me and my patron? I mean, what could you offer me that she can't?
Power over the multiverse.
Yeah, I
Not
said what?
just the plane of the fairy, but all planes.
All of them. Well, that's all right. So I'm gonna roll history, religion. I'm probably not gonna get anything.
You can go religion or possibly arcana.
I'll do arcana, but that's only gonna get me a 9. So my guess is probably not too much. But she was trying to recall.
You still have
No
bardic
tree nuts,
inspiration.
right? You don't have any tree nuts, correct?
No, there's
It
just
doesn't
Yeah,
have
they're
like
just
on it. Okay, good.
Milk chocolate.
Live life on the edge. Let's find out.
You still have.
Are you allergic to tree
nuts?
nuts?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
We're near a hospital.
I'm not allergic. I don't have any food allergies.
You still have bardic inspiration, don't you?
I do.
For my allergy?
What is
Oh, no.
that? D6?
Yeah, if you roll for the ability check, you can re-roll it, and you choose which one. So you have a chance of getting a 6 or a 1. I wouldn't. I don't think this is gonna.
So what?
I thought
Do you
Bardic
think it'll
Inspiration gave you a bonus to the roll.
Yes,
But I'm a different type. It's
her
my bark.
subclass allows.
Yeah, I can do.
Oh,
three different.
okay.
Do I have to choose to roll it before or after?
You do it
After.
after.
It's
Okay.
before the DM says whether or not it's a failure.
I rolled a 9. Nah, I'll save it for. I won't roll it. So it's just a 9 on an Arcana check to see if I remember or recall if he's going to make this kind of claim that he has power over all of the multiverse. Like who the hell is this guy? But it's a 9, so I don't know if that gives me anything.
So, his eyes flash for a moment, and in your head, you see a depiction of a moment where there's a number of individuals on a ship,
Okay.
and one of them is a small rock gnome who is looking up at what appears to be 3 gargantuan red dragons flying away, and his skin is blue, similar to the color of you are now.
Yep.
And all he does is he goes, "I curse you, you stupid dragon!" And the middle one does a 180, comes back down, scoops him up, and you realize he's the size of the miniatures on the table to like the size of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the dragon flies up and drops him in the water from like 120 feet.
Yeah.
And then the images shift to where now you are seeing a depiction of that same rock gnome talking to some gray-skinned, crazy-looking woman who is pulling what looks like the blue curse out of him, but it also has small bits of red into it as well.
Okay.
And when she pulls it in, another burst of energy comes out of her, and that energy goes up, swirls around into the shape of an egg, and then bursts open, and you see him appear.
Okay. Do I understand what this means?
We talked about a rock gnome earlier. Like, is it Boran? Is that I wrote his name, that rock gnome's name down. Maybe I didn't. I do remember hearing about.
Rock gnome and a red dragon.
Yeah.
That was in one of the paintings too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was from. Okay. Yeah. So out of character, I'm clueless. So in character, do I know any significance of this vision that I just saw?
You get the distinct idea that that was his creation,
Gotcha.
the moment that he was created, and then you can give me a history check as well.
Oh. It's a 9.
Okay, you don't remember.
I am not an intelligence-based caster. Sorry. Ah.
Turn this down.
Well, if you're trying to intimidate me, I must admit it's working.
Not trying to intimidate, trying to educate.
What would you have me do on the instance that I decided to switch my allegiance?
You would stay with your friends, continue to pursue forward, but keep me informed of your progress. And when the time comes, stand with me.
And you are offering me power in exchange for this alliance shift?
I can teach you quite the powerful spell that I've created. One that's not resistible.
Intriguing. She's gonna look back down at her party for a second.
You see Strawberry.
Enoch is waving.
You see Strawberry with the gun and just goes.
The laser rifle just.
And Tarkx is like, oh. I wonder if you might oblige a request of me. You claim so much power, and I have seen a vision of it, but, well, perhaps a visceral display.
It's okay. Move over.
We about to die? Kind of sounds like it.
I'll kablam! Ah!
Pretty much, you see the book start to glow. He swings his hand over his head, and you visually see energy coming out of the book into his hand, into the form of this blue-white fireball. And he just shoots it straight down into the ground. You guys are far away enough that you have a good chance at succeeding at a dex saving throw.
Mm.
You're welcome, guys.
I'm at advantage on those.
Ooh, I think I'm on Tarkx's back. Oh no.
Wait, are you still in the Bjorn with him?
I'm on his shoulders because he's holding me because I'm using his head as a balance for the rifle.
Okay, so what he rolled affects you then. What'd you get?
You guys know how I rolled 2 natural 20s
Yep.
There's
today?
another one.
No, I said you were gonna roll like a 2 in your next one.
And I'm at advantage on dex saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 natural ones.
Holy sh! Yeah, you did.
Oh, the dice gods are present today.
Well, I
Wheel
guess
or woe, man. Wheel or woe.
I seem to recall visual illustrations of what it was like to roll 2 natural ones in some past videos.
that's gonna.
So yeah, his roll affects you as well because you're on his shoulders. What did you
9.
get? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely missed it.
He's far enough away. Well, it'll be fine. Not
The
fine
weight
at
of his
all.
armor kept him grounded.
Prepares to not be fine.
So the way I was doing this
Oh,
was
no.
I set up for a spell that he cast. Given how far away you guys were at, you were already treated as resistant to it, and if you made the roll, that damage was going to get cut in half again. So you got to give me just a
I
second
got a
here.
21.
You were on his shoulders.
I know.
So is she maybe just at disadvantage?
No, my thing is that my finger was on the trigger.
That's why I said what he rolled affects you, because you weren't in a position to prepare yourself. You were stabilizing yourself on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I don't like how many 6s and 4s are there.
20, 25,
Larkspur.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
I mean, I could have
31.
given you my
So
inspiration.
roll that down 30. 15 points of force damage.
Of course. it's
As
force.
what you see,
To all of us?
to all 3 of you, as you see this 20 foot by 20 foot crater in the ground that has veined out cracks
Oh.
120 feet out in all directions.
You said 13 damage?
15.
Oh, fuck.
Dragon Devil use seismic toss. It's super effective.
Wow, that is impressive indeed.
Larkspur flirt better.
Don't mind my friend. He's missing a few.
Now, Kent, I hate being that person, but because my finger was on the trigger, where did I shoot?
Oh, did you shoot him?
I had it aimed at him.
Well, you never told me you were readying an action, so I didn't assume anything.
But if you rolled a 21, you
Yeah.
probably had control over
Okay.
not doing that, and you just fell over.
Yeah.
So,
I
anyways.
cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I'm okay still.
Larkspur,
I'm very happy.
don't mind him. Well, I do believe it is in my best interest to align myself with you. I wonder if, however, you might consider that to do as you ask, I will require the use of my traveling companions there. It would be very difficult for me to continue providing you with the information you need if I am left traveling alone, and so perhaps in your all-powerful abilities, you might grant us a boon to keep us protected on our travels? I am but a small fairy, and I can only do so much to keep my comrades alive. And if
Okay,
they
so-
perish, I likely will myself.
So out of game, you're asking for like an ongoing.
She's trying to wheedle her way into some sort of a benefit to the party at large, as a way to keep her safe, right? Because she these guys are tools for me. So if they die, I die, right? But also because he just smashed the ground per my request I'd like to go back to the party with like, oh, guess what? He's a good guy, kind of a. But yes, I'm kind of asking for some. When I say boon, like some sort of benefit or bonus or something that we might be able to utilize to help us survive. So whether that's like, I mean, like some sort of healing something or some sort of a bonus to something, or I don't know, like I don't know what he can do. I'm not necessarily asking you to create something in the moment, but I'm just kind of I'm kind of role playing to see what he will give me, because Larkspur's going to get as much out of this as she can.
Right. So a few of the pages in the book flip.
Okay.
And he reaches back down to it, and instead of like energy coming off of it, you just see energy glowing on it, and he pulls his hand up, and there's a black wand with a shortened dagger blade, kind of like a punch dagger blade, on the tip of it. And he says, carry this. It will grant you the occasional ability to keep yourself and potentially a friend alive.
Oh.
It is also going to be the key that keeps us connected. Should you lose it, or decide to destroy it, I will know exactly where you are.
Yes, of course. And obviously I know that somewhat of your power and prestige. You have your secrets for reasons, but when people ask me who I revere, what name shall I give them? Perhaps a moniker? A nickname?
Continue with your former patron.
You would ask me to ally with you and lie.
He tweaks his fingers a little bit, and a slight glow appears, and goes, when it comes to that, you'll have the ability to be more deceptive.
Right.
So when you're asked who your patron is, and you have to lie about it, you have advantage on deception checks to say that you still follow Silvor, but only to that particular question.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Ah, yes, well, that does help indeed.
What is that?
This is going to get real interesting if Tarkx and Larkspur continue on their path.
Okay, so a couple of things have changed for Larkspur at this point. She still has her warlock abilities.
Okay.
But they are now drawn from him, treating him as a patron rather than Silvora.
Okay.
Her alignment's going to shift from lawful evil to neutral evil.
Okay.
And the wand is treated as a implement to cast your spells from.
Oh, yeah.
If you do damage with those spells, half of the damage that you do can be used to either heal yourself or someone else within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Vampiric. Always one of my favorite things to add to weapons. Games like Diablo and stuff like this.
I got the idea for that one from Forge of the Dragon Lord. It was a subtype they created for artificers to create temporary items, and that was one of the items.
Okay, so half of the damage from spells that deal damage can be used to either heal myself or someone else in that same round, or does that like
in that same round?
Okay, I wasn't sure if that like
no
banked,
banking it.
no banking it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to confirm.
120 HP to you.
Right.
So a 1d10 firebolt, 10 points of damage. You heal for 5, or you can heal someone else for 5.
Okay, sweet.
It's pretty dope.
Cool.
With that, he turns and he flies off and disappears into the sky.
Bye. Larkspur, did you flirt real good then?
I convinced him not to kill all of us, and instead he has granted us his blessing.
Man, I told you she was really good.
Blessing how?
Yes. Well, it seems that perhaps some of my spells moving forward might be utilized in a more healing capacity, which I'm sure you can appreciate.
Yes.
Anyways, I think we're done now with our little foray here in the forest. Shall we move on? That's not what I meant. But all right.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep that on the side. Just when we get into combat, I'll use that. But
You usually fly like what, 15 feet in the air?
15 is usually how high she stays in general.
I was watching a video about the longest running D&D game, and what the DM uses is those telescopic ones that you have,
Oh.
and he's just glued like pieces.
That's what
on.
I'm working on making. That's why I had those the magnetic rod things.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a bottle cap, drill a hole through it, and then take the little screw out of the handle, stick it through that, and screw it back on so that it acts as a placeholder for the miniature. And then you just set it on the board, and you can raise it or lower it as needed.
Okay.
That was my original idea. I just haven't gotten around to being able to do it.
Now the wand. Okay, so the wand you gave me is the length of a wand, and then it has. What did you say? It has,
It
on
has
the end of
a
it?
short little blade on the end of it, so you are able to like use it as a punch dagger.
Gotcha. Okay.
Should you run out of spell slots?
Right. She's gonna, as you travel, she's gonna sort of fidget with things because now she doesn't have a place to hold her cigarette. Like my other arcane focus was a cigarette holder. Like that was my magic wand, but it was fitted to hold a cigarette too. So now I've got problems. I need to find an arcane crafter who can figure this out for me.
I could just as easily see you holding the wand and put the cigarette between two fingers.
Right. I don't hold a cigarette in my fingers. That's
It'll
not...
come down to the point where a cigarette, a never-ending cigarette, is her focus, and just goes.
That would be amazing. We could build that into the game. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. What?
Like, just how you have an ever-burning torch. Well, you have an ever-burning cigarette, and that's just my arcane focus. And so, take a drag from it, and then like just drop the ashes on you, and like you explode in Eldritch
Meteor
blast.
storm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways.
all right.
The
Cloud
smoke
kills.
you puff out turns into fireball.
Yeah.
Cloud
this
kills nothing but secondhand smoke.
This is the second character I've ever played that's made a deal with a devil, so that's fun. Assuming he's a devil.
He is if you recall, a demon dragon hybrid.
Right. He's a demon. Never mind.
But demons and devils are relatively similar in some aspects. So in this game, I've blended their existences together.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what they were like in this campaign setting, because in Faerun they are mortal enemies.
And at this point, the sun's starting to set a little bit. It's getting late at night, and wow, this has been a long time since we did this. Enoch feels a buzzing sound.
Oh yeah.
Oh. He'll take it out the sending stone and I guess he'll just stare at it. I don't know. I forgot how to work this thing.
Didn't I have to hit it really hard? That was it, right?
No, I don't think so, Tarkx.
Oh.
You're just gonna start poking
at it.
Yeah.
I think
He
you
starts
just say
poking at
hello.
it. When he hits the center of it, it glows for a minute. And remember, you have to pretend that this is a female voice because he refuses to do an actual female voice.
I don't recall anything about shards for a sword. Need clarification on that one. We have ran into one of the individuals you're talking about that were hunting fairies. Zero here took extreme prejudice against him and killed him in a horrible fashion.
Sounds right.
So clearly there's some
That
history
triggers a
there that
memory
we
to
don't
you.
quite understand yet. But Mercer is with Mordecai, so he will be perfectly fine. We will skip on past the rest of that subject. And I can't actually visit you, so...
We're inside a bag.
Well, that too. Anyways, running out of oxygen at the moment, so have a good one.
Love you too.
Oh.
I feel like we're bonding well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that person who killed one of those Goliaths that are hunting fairies, yeah, I'd like to have a beer with them. That was fun times. I wrecked one myself. Remember, those guards were all scared shitless, and I just wrecked on this dude because I was all angry with Strawberry.
They're like,
Sorry
what
about
the hell
that,
are
by
you
the way.
doing?
Sorry about that, Strawberry. That Hulk just had me all angry and stuff, and then I wrecked on this Goliath. He thought he was big. I'm tall and I'm a Goliath.
You almost died, Tarkx.
Yeah, but I didn't. He did.
Right.
Felt pretty good, too. I'd like to find another one.
I'm sure if we look around, we could.
Yeah, they're pretty tall. They stand out.
What do we even say back?
Okay, so out of game, do you remember what you guys were talking about?
From context, I assume we told them about the metallic shards, killing the fairy hunter, and I think that's about it.
Let me see if I can find it here. I can't find it. Okay. You had asked about what happened to Mercer because they told you that he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about the dagger at the time because back then you still had the dagger and you were looking for shards to the dagger. You had mentioned the Goliaths because he had said, "Yeah, the Goliaths are bitches," and and you'd said, I wish you'd visit me more often. I love you. And afterwards, we were just all like, how the hell did we not bust out laughing after that?
We held it together so well. I'm so proud of us. Because it was gold. It really was.
Out of game real quick. Ren has made tea if anybody wants any.
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Let's see what has happened since the last time we messaged Ben.
We met your ghost friend, and our daggers turned into not daggers. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
We got a bunch of like super cool School of Ingenuity weapons. Those are neat.
We fought the devil.
Yeah, we killed a devil. Now he's getting pissed on.
Yes, we should tell them that. Exactly.
And Larkspur flirted with a bigger devil and got us like a cool thing that heals us. That's nice.
Wasn't
Did you actually
Mercer
tell
the
them about
one?
that?
I told him that he agreed not to kill all of us, and instead I was able to convince him to give us a blessing that would help us stay healed. That some of my spells now give healing magic.
It wasn't Mercer the one that said he didn't want you on using it?
Yeah, he did. He was kind of a dick about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not there.
Yeah, that's right. He's with Mormon kinda.
Morty.
Oh, good old Morty.
Yeah, that guy.
Mortimer. I don't know.
Yeah, so he's not there anymore, and I don't know. We should probably respond pretty quick. They said they were in a bag, and hey, is that like the bag that we got that holds stuff? You know,
possibly.
like more stuff than other bags hold? Because I'm still not quite sure how that all works.
Possibly, but if you're not careful, you can easily suffocate inside those things.
They said
Hopefully they won't be in there for very long.
They said they're running out of air. How come the bags can hold them but not air?
Well, it can, but only for a certain amount of time.
But it can hold people for a longer amount of time?
Yes, once they're dead.
I mean, I could really use a bag that carries around dead things. I wouldn't have to cut parts of them off anymore. I could just carry them with me.
Ooh, that could be handy, because then we could use them again.
Oh, I like upcycling.
Tarkx and Larkspur just agreed to become necromancer team.
Unwittingly.
Unknowing.
I mean, she knew what she was doing. Do I have some ingenuity magic to show you?
Tarkx, how about you take over this one?
Oh, I'd love to, Enoch. Thanks.
Oh boy. Out of character, why do we communicate with these people again?
They're the other main group from the Adventurers Guild.
And they have the overall same goal that we do, just in a different location, right?
They were the ones who they had a living star that if they didn't get back to the astral plane, was going to create a cataclysmic explosion that would destroy the material plane.
Okay.
And since then, they have said that they departed on a mission to a new continent that was created after getting the living star to the astral plane.
But like, we stay in communication with them because why exactly?
Out of all the Adventurers Guild members, you and them are on the biggest known missions in the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, so we're just kind of keeping tabs on each other.
Right. If there's information that needs to be passed along between the two groups, if there's pertinent info that can help each other.
Reporting into headquarters for the dissemination of information.
Tarkx the Stone is not the right call for that.
Oh, it definitely is. It's definitely the right choice.
And obviously, because it's a great way to keep both podcasts connected.
Out of Cody, yeah. But I just, in character, I couldn't remember what
the meta.
Yes, well, I do believe that sums it up, Tarksy boy. To be specific, make sure you don't leave out any important details.
Right, alright. Yep. I got, yep.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, so, okay, if you guys are still alive...
Wait, you gotta press the button.
You gotta...
I knew it!
Alright, so I gotta press, like...
You just go flip like that, and then you just speak into it, and when you're done, you click again. I believe that's it.
So Tarkx goes blip, and then he holds the rock at his mouth. Alright, so you guys are running out of air. Don't know if you'll get this message, but yeah, so our daggers turned into new weapons, which is really cool. Enoch's ghost friend made it happen. And then we fought some alien things, and we got some of their cool School of Ingenuity stuff. This is the best magic, man, I'll tell you. That Mormon kind of guy that Mercer's with, he should really look into this. It's gonna be the future, I'm telling you. But yeah, and then we're kind of going to this marshy place, and we fought a devil who liked to paint, but he kind of sucked at it, and he was a liar. And then a bigger devil came out, and Larkspur flirted with him, and now we're able to heal and stuff, and so we're doing pretty good. But yeah, I hope you get the message and don't die, cause those bags kind of suck. They don't hold enough air. Yeah. If you need anything, I guess call if you're alive.
Tell them we love them.
And I guess we love you, even if you're dead, which you're probably dead by now. You can't breathe for very long without air. All right, that's all I really got to say.
Press the button.
Press the button when you're done.
I'm gonna press the button with my forehead now, cause it's all wet from my mouth.
That was amazing.
Is it going the way you thought, Cat?
I never know how it goes. I'm just glad it's funny. Which, apparently, according to our listeners, there's a lot of preparation to say, expect a lot of laughter.
Alright, I think I got everything important, right?
Oh, good job.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Mercer's all into that magic stuff and stuff, so that Mormon kind of guy needs to really, somebody needs to be teaching this School of Ingenuity magic. I've never heard of a school of it or anything. Why is that not a place?
I can tell you.
You pass the rocks. Never thought I'd say that in my entire life.
What are those?
Chocolate rocks.
Oh, can I have one?
Which is not a lie from Larkspur. She literally can't tell you the answer to your question.
Oh.
Alright, so now
This is what I was talking about.
Now that we sent that message, should we, I don't know, maybe hunker down for the night? It's getting pretty late, and I am pretty well beat up.
Perception checks.
Or I guess maybe we should look around first.
That is my third natural 20 on a perception check tonight.
Same.
I think you earned a gold coin.
Congratulations.
Useless rolls on the barbarian with a 9 wisdom.
9? I thought it was
8.
8.
I'm sorry, an 8 wisdom.
So, natural 20.
9.
9.
I rolled a 4.
Natural 20.
Natural
Oh my
20.
goodness.
Okay, so given that you two are, like, connected at the hip,
Well, it's more like the neck right now.
you two are looking around. The two of you are just kind of... and
I got a new
you
wand,
see
man. That's cool.
Meredith Marsh, the woman who first employed you to come to her village to try to help figure out why everyone disappeared, is waving you on. Hey! Over here! I found some place to camp!
I mean, I think we did too, but alright.
Well,
Friend, Meredith.
It's the lady who's paying us.
oh, yes, we should probably meet up with her.
Alright.
You know, it's always a funny moment when the lowest intelligent individual reminds the highest intelligent individual what's going on.
Who is the highest intelligence? Is it you? No,
No,
you're a
I-
wisdom caster.
I'm a 10.
What's your intelligence?
A -1.
I'm the smartest one in the party?
What's your
God.
intelligence?
12?
We are not.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
This is why we have Larkspur talk to everybody.
So she leads you a little bit into the woods and says, I just found it here, and I think it works perfectly. And it looks like a bushcraft setup where a bunch of logs have been cut and fibers of wood turned into rope have been tied together and sort of put together just to create a 15 by 15 foot sort of dome sort of thing. It's only got 2 walls and the ceiling, and you can tell it's old because there's moss and dirt have grown over it. Vegetation's grown over it. A little bit has seeped inside that you would need to clear out, but it would work perfect as a spot to be able to camp with decent cover.
Hey, this, not to sound rude or anything, but what are you doing out here? Like,
She was with us.
I came to the village in Karstead and employed you.
right, and then we went off, and we got down the road a bit, and then
When the horned devil thing appeared,
yeah,
I got blasted back into the woods.
it took you a long time to come out.
I got kind of tangled up in a lot of vines and had to fight off some vine blights. I'm not exactly a combatant.
Like I said, it's not to be rude. I was just curious.
Oh, Tarkx.
I mean, that looks like a pretty good shelter. I'd sleep there.
Looks like dinner.
Nothing suspicious about this at all.
I, for one, am ready for my beauty sleep.
What do
Yeah, you got to
guys-
show off for your new boyfriend.
I'm not sure that's the right relationship descriptor, but
I don't know that look on your face.
Or you just kind of keep it casual.
Larkspur is attracted to power.
I'm sorry, I can't keep. At the angle I am, I can just see the crack of Strawberry's butt.
you want a better view? There you go.
To our listeners, I don't even.
We can show our viewers.
Yeah, somebody
You need the light.
created. Well, they know.
Oops.
It's Ren.
Ren.
She plays in the other
Yeah.
podcast.
Strawberry's been
created-
doing their squats.
Yeah, a Strawberry mini, and Strawberry has a big dump truck of a butt. Crack and all.
The little eye bolt that's holding in her hand is supposed to represent the rapier that your character
Yep.
got.
Little stabby stab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her little high pitch. Fuck around and find out.
No, it was.
Yay, motherfucker.
It's
That's
adorable.
it. That's it.
She created that from an earring?
Strawberry with the
No,
dumpy.
it was a small little eye bolt.
No, Strawberry in general.
Oh yeah, she. We went to the Glenbrook Mall in Fort Wayne, and she found these 2 little mushroom earrings, and she goes, "I can do something with this." And I'm like, "Okay."
So cute.
I was just gonna get something 3D printed for you,
Uh-huh.
and she wanted to do that, so she built up acrylic over it, and then took her nail stuff that she normally uses. It's like a small rotary tool thing.
Yep.
And carved it.
Yeah,
and
I
went
know. It's
all
great.
out with the details. Like she even
Oh, yeah.
purposely did the lumps on the head to represent how you pull parts
Yep.
of.
No, I
little-
love the texture that it has. It's so great.
Love it. Oh, speaking of,
Oh,
Speaking of,
all right.
So as soon as as you guys decide to start hunkering down, she looks around and she goes, "Well, if we're gonna stay here, what do you guys typically do for food? I have a small set of trail rations, but I assume you guys do other stuff for food."
no, he usually walks into the woods and comes back with stuff.
I have my own. You'll see Strawberry hold up their sack, and there's a buzzing sound as a couple flies are going for the bag.
You do not want to share her food.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
grab some stuff for everyone.
Thanks, Tarkx.
So you're gonna go into the forest to forage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I actually have rations. I think I've just been relying completely on Tark to feed me. Oh wait, no, yeah, I do. I still have some rations. in my
Because
bag.
my wanderer background gives me the ability to find food and water for up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land has very small game, water, and so forth.
Alright, so you give me a survival check.
17.
17? Alright. So the first thing you find, talking about running water, you find a small pond where a stream leads down to. So you have one area where the water could become stagnant, but you also have running water where it could be more fresh, and that gives you the means to be able to get fresh water.
Sweet.
The second one, because you're in more of a wild forest area, give me another survival check, but at advantage.
It helps by 1. 7. 4 and a 5.
You find some rotten vegetation.
Huh?
Oh, that one's for Strawberry.
Do you want to try again?
Yep, sure do. That's a 14. It's
14?
better.
That's all right. Had you gotten up closer to like a 19, this would have gotten a little bit more fun. But you find a nice 6-point buck about 30 feet away.
Nice.
Shia
Throw a
LaBeouf.
javelin.
He's following you. He's about 30 feet back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that bad boy down with the javelin.
Alright. Now, do you want to do an initiative, or do you just want to try your best to roll and see if you
Recklessly attack it. And hey, I'm gonna take that reckless attack for a 21 to hit. And that is a D6. Nice. I get to roll another D6 because it's my first attack in the combat. Nice. Alright, so that's 9 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of radiant damage.
You chuck that sucker right at it, and it's like a slow motion cinematic moment where you see the javelin spiraling as it just comes right up, catches it right in the neck, and jabs against the side of a tree, and it just kind of.
And I
only had 13 hit points.
nice. So leaving the javelin through its neck, I just pull the javelin with the deer and just kind of.
This is
pull it
also
over my
treated as a
shoulders.
large beast.
So I pull it over my shoulders and I carry it, and I'm going to log that in my tracker. Yeah, forage and kill. I'll take it.
When he comes back to camp holding the buck on his shoulder, I said, see? And he just goes into the forest, comes back with food.
It's like magic.
Every time, without fail. He's quite useful that way.
Are you one of those tribal types who occasionally maybe hang on to something you've killed and turn it into
don't get him started.
decor for your outfit or anything?
Yeah, I am. It's kind of a thing we do.
Strawberry will point to the dire wolf cape on that she's still wearing.
Are you still wearing the helmet?
She has the direwolf cowl.
Okay, that's never mind.
Because didn't the headpiece come off and...
It came off at one point in time and revealed that I had the scars that I self-inflicted because
Oh,
of the guilt
that's
that I
right.
felt for Strawberry, and then she hit me
That's
really hard in the
And
nose.
that's how I got my alignment ship. I don't think I should.
Oh, that's right. That was drama Larkspur didn't care about.
You were bonding with Enoch.
Oh, that's right.
Y'all were on your own bullshit.
You know, I were on a shopping trip.
So the head of this
Hitting the
thing
town.
is a little bit bigger than what you're expecting. So it's like standing and looking at a full-size Clydesdale horse type of thing. She says, well, if you hang on to the skull, one of the people in town might be able, in the town where I'm taking you, might be able to help you turn that into something for your outfit.
Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll just I'll affix it to the rest of my belongings, and I'll carry it along with us.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have an improvised weapon.
And then you're able to skin it and prep it and everything, and you guys have food for the night. You also make note you have an extra 12 pounds of meat to be able to store for later as well.
Bet.
Is there anything anybody wants to do before they go to sleep?
Strawberry's gonna recreate a painting of that devil,
The
demon, the one that Larkspur was.
Oh, the demon dragon with the 4 arms and everything?
Demon Dragon Lord.
No.
Guess I'll take a shit or something. I don't know.
That's a part of narratives that never get covered. The sleeping, the eating, the killing things, absolutely, but nobody ever shows somebody taking a dump. And I appreciate the immersion and realism. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, like, Tarkx, can you help me take my armor off?
Gotta doff this before I pitch this.
Doff and pitch.
Call for a little dolphin pitch. That's why I travel light, Enoch. I can poo and pee freely at any time.
Literally, anytime. Tarkx just stops and squats wherever he is.
You said
Of course.
anything about stopping.
We're just walking, we look behind, there's a trail. It's like, Tarkx, you...
This is why you always carry up the rear.
This is what happens when Tarkx fails a stealth check. He just left a trail like a freaking hamster. Just doop, 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 doop.
And Larkspur refuses to admit that she poops. I do not. I do not do those things.
I'd have
I'm
thought
a
on one of those
lady.
bad days when he's had a heavy, greasy meal, it's like... I gotta go... Oh, gosh!
What's the equivalent of Taco Bell in favor?
Kent. I rolled a performance to see how well that painting would turn out. I got a natural 20 for a 29.
Ooh.
You get very distinctive in its detail. Almost like
Can I see
as
that,
much
actually?
detail as you're looking at there.
Yeah.
That was something I'd been working on for like a year and a half to have made. My original idea was to have it made to look like a gargantuan creature. So the size of it, as far as the wings and the head and everything go, are all based on the size of the base.
Mm-hmm.
I had her match it almost perfectly to a 2-inch by 2-inch
Yeah.
square. And so she used this part of the base to size it up, and as this part got sized up, the rest of it naturally sized up in the computer.
Nice. Yeah.
This is without a doubt the most impressive work I think I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so well done.
And I mean, she does it professionally too. So
Well, oh yeah, you can tell.
the best part was it only took like 2.5 days for it to get here. And
Nice.
she shipped it.
And it's not broken.
It's not broken. A wing didn't snap off or anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Strawberry, that is wow, that's a very impressive, specific, almost to a T likeness. Well done. You, perhaps keep that one.
I'm so glad that was what the kid.
Keep that one to yourself.
What did
maybe.
I miss?
Larkspur's kind of freaking out.
I was taking a drink when I...
Larkspur's kind of freaking out that Strawberry is doing an exact replica of the person metagame that she made a new deal with. Right? Is that what I'm getting from this?
basically, Larkspur is you. So okay, right. So I don't know how much in your campaign setting here it matters, but typically, likenesses, names, and any like markers of individuals is like an important, valuable thing, very powerful thing, right? So Larkspur's just like, oh, I'm so impressed. It's almost a perfect likeness. Perhaps that's one that you keep to yourself, hidden inside one of your bags, so that someone doesn't steal it from you.
Would you have allowed me to do an insight roll? Because that's what I just did.
I mean, yeah, you don't know that she made a deal.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why she's freaking out like this. Or would you prefer a history? Because either way, I pulled a Tarkx.
That's between the two of you.
Would you allow
Tarkx
it?
and Enoch just...
Would I? I mean,
Yeah, because
So she's-
Strawberry's just very confused because Strawberry is not connected like with how Larkspur is with like her entity. Strawberry doesn't have that big of a connection with that.
You're still a caster, though, right?
I am.
Yeah. So you should, unless DM says otherwise, have an understanding that names and likenesses are
Yeah.
powerful.
With a nat 20 on history or insight, I score. I think Strawberry would figure that out, but Strawberry again.
Oh yeah, you would probably likely pick up that I'm worried that you have an exact likeness of a powerful being.
Yeah.
That he might not want you to have.
Oh, Larkspur cares about Strawberry. Oh.
Sure. I do. I don't want you to die, and I don't want him to come back and destroy all of us. I don't say that in character, but...
Larkspur. Actually, this actually segues into something I've been wanting to do with Strawberry for a while.
Ooh.
Larkspur, if you don't mind me asking, Strawberry will like put the painting down and close their sketchbook because they would have done a painting and a charcoal sketch. What is it like being connected to a higher being for power?
What do you mean? Do you have magic?
I do, but you have a intimate.
Can Enoch hear this conversation? Is this a private off to the side thing?
This is
Like, are you
Person.
whispering?
Oh, okay.
personal.
Gotcha, just making
with
sure.
The spores.
Oh, okay, with the spores.
Yeah.
Super secret.
What is that like? You have an intimate connection. I don't know where my power comes from. I mean, I kind of do. But
Oh.
you have a connection with a being of immense power where you draw your powers from. What is that like?
Oh, I don't think I've ever quite considered it, to be honest. But really, you don't have any sort of connection to a patron or a saint or a goddess?
The only connection I have is to a gold dragon back home, but not for power.
Are you sure? Dragons are powerful beings.
But not one where I follow their commands to do their will for magic.
Oh, well, if you think I'm enslaved, darling, you're quite wrong. It's not slavery. It is worship, admiration, an acknowledgement of power, and a partnership, if you will. It's sad for you, really, that you don't have anyone like that in your life. Here, I thought this whole time that you had, the intimacy of a god or a patron. You poor thing.
There is the leader of my people, but I don't see him as that. He is our leader. He's Papa. He's
You call him Papa? Interesting.
But I just... Tarkx has his family that he calls upon. Enoch has his divine god. And you have your patron. I have nothing.
Sounds, well, quite frankly, my dear, it sounds rather lonely. But you know, I do know that my patron has room in his flock for more followers. And
His?
yes. Well, you see, in the realm of the fairy, pronouns and genders, as we know it, here in the material plane, are not quite the same. It's gonna be a 22.
Tarkx, I think I took your luck.
What'd you roll?
Natural 20
Okay.
on
Insight?
the 28.
I rolled a 22 deception though.
Ooh.
And you can't crit on a skill check.
On a skill check?
I mean, you roll a natural 20, but you still add the roll to
Yeah.
whatever you're. So in your case, if it's a +8, it's just 28. It's
Yeah,
not-
28, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, so 20. You roll as a 28.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
28.
I thought it was just a 20.
No.
Pronouns, gender, they're not quite the same on the plane of fairy. But the point is, exactly. See, you know. But the point is, there is room if you would like to experience the same relationship of power that I do. But think about it. Give it some thought. It's these kinds of commitments. They take time. They take plenty of thought. I mean, look at Enoch. He spent his entire life away serving whatever god it is that he's serving, and he's barely got anything for it. So
He's like pissing in a corner.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Just
but just know, we can fill the void in your life if you let us.
Whoa.
I don't know. Like maybe because there are different pantheons in this realm, right?
Yeah, different, yes.
Maybe. And Strawberry will get like a far off look in their eyes. Maybe would a dragon count?
I might know of one.
I mean, I do too.
Yes, well, like I said, give it some thought, and perhaps we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That's gonna
Okay.
help.
But I must be getting my beauty sleep now. We want those spell slots.
Can you make a perception check for me as you walk away?
That is going to be 21 perception.
As you're like, are you walking or flying?
Oh, flying. She doesn't walk unless she has to.
Strawberry will like pull out a piece of paper that's not in any of the sketchbooks, and you'll see unfolded, and it's a portrait of a vivid color of a golden dragon with its head bowed down, and Strawberry like scratching like a hands on the snout.
Was that the dragon you guys came across today?
No.
No, I think this is something from her backstory.
Yeah.
Larkspur doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
but she'll bank that for later.
Yeah.
Petting a dragon.
And you'll notice Strawberry, even though is tiny already, Strawberry looks tiny in this.
Interesting. All right.
Quick question out of game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a way to keep track of spells that are homebrew spells?
It's called my character sheet. I don't know if you've heard of those, but it allows me to write things down and like
Oh, I got a couple of those.
specifically keep track of them.
If I send you a picture of a homebrew spell, will you be able to keep track of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this a little differently. Do you have the Scorching Ray spell card?
Not on me. I don't have
Okay.
the card. I have it, but I don't have the card on me because it's not in my.
Okay. Well, I will.
It's not one I have. I also have my player's handbook.
Okay.
So.
I'll just take a picture and send this to you then, because the next morning when you guys wake up, you realize you've learned a new spell.
Sweet. Okay.
It's referred to as Chaos Beam.
Okay.
It's the exact same details as Scorching Ray, except it's chaos damage instead of fire damage.
Sweet.
Huh. Nothing happens while we're asleep?
No.
Huzzah!
Long rest.
Hit points and spell slots.
Yeah, back up into double digits on hit points. I was in bad shape.
Yeah.
Was this worse than the fight against the Goliath?
No, I was down to like 2 HP on that one. I was at like 8 on this one.
Which fight was it you said you were at your lowest and almost died?
I can't remember. The lowest I've been is a 2. I haven't had to use it, the endurance
Yes.
thing yet. No, that's not true. That was the Goliath. He
there
actually,
is,
the Goliath took me down to 0, but I had the
dragons are
endurance,
usually good aligned.
the
in
racial
favor of-
feat
I don't know how it
to
works, I guess.
instead of going to 0, you drop to 1.
Oh, okay.
And I did that.
I think it's chromatic. That's good ones. Metallic.
Yeah,
ones are
relentless
good ones.
endurance. That happened once, and that was the Goliath. And then I killed him on the next turn because I
Oh,
would have
okay.
died otherwise.
I think of a red chromatic dragon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad. This was at 8 HP, but I was not in good shape. Failing that saving throw from
Of course, my
the
phone is not loading right
dragon demon guys stuff was not good. It was almost really bad.
That got me down to 3.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm done with
I did send you the picture on the.
Thank you.
So the next morning, you guys wake up to the smell of a fire burning, and you hear the crackling of what sounds like eggs cooking, but you also smell almost like, I want to say, sausage and bacon, as you see Meredith standing over a bushcraft style log with the hole drilled into it and into the side, and the fire burning out from the center, the 3 small blocks on it and the larger block on top of that, and cooking food on it. She goes, I woke up early, so I went and I foraged and found some stuff for everybody to eat. I hope you're okay with this. Also, little one, because I know you have a thing for rotten fungal sort of things, I stored something in a jar for you to eat as well. And you see a small, like pickle-sized jar of smashed up apples resting in a juice.
Strawberry gets flashbacks to the first to those. Well, hey Tarkx.
it. Yeah.
I got the spicy apple.
All right. This is good times.
And there is a very distinctive vinegar-based smell wafting off of it.
Hey, let's throw some of this venison on there too. We'll have a high-protein breakfast.
Does anybody have anything specific they want to do immediately in the morning? Or just eat breakfast, pack it up, and head out.
Pretty much. I did want to ask you. You said a little while ago that unlocked a memory for me, but I don't. Did we talk about that? What memory?
Oh,
got
when
unlocked?
you heard Zero took specifically heinous against the Goliath thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
you recall hearing about 2 specific types of fairies from Plane of the Fairy. There was your kind, which are usually called into service to do stuff like retrieval and such,
Okay.
and another kind that act more as assassins and rogues. And so, based on what you've heard so far, it's a safe bet to say that the Zero they're referring to is one of the assassin type rogues
Okay.
that are distinctively known for having more of like a black sort of outfit and green butterfly style wings.
Okay.
Isn't that what color your wings are?
Hers are like a green and black.
Okay. So it's pretty much the same as his, because that's how he does it.
Okay. Sounds good.
And as you guys head out, she's kind of leading you in, and the pathway that you guys were originally taking does lead into the forest, but she cuts through the forest back to the pathway, so you guys save like maybe 15 minutes of time. And as she continues to lead you, the blatant obviousness of what a swamp-like surrounding does become apparent. It's a little bit more humid. There's the distinctive smell of moisture in the air. The ground becomes a little bit more soft. You definitely can see moss growing in different areas, the sounds of frogs and whatnot. And as you trudge through the final leg of your journey, through the wet ground alongside Meredith, whose worry is palpable, I think I said that word right,
Yep.
as the humid air. Thick fog crawls gently across the swampland. The sun has just risen above the tall grass and trees, reflecting off the rooftops of the humble town ahead. As you approach, you hear voices talking and laughing. Then you are surprised to see townsfolk milling about the normal. "Good day, Mayor!" exclaims the fisherman from the docks. Meredith is in complete and utter shock and reiterates that when she left, the town was completely abandoned. She's just,
Yeah, I mean, they're all back, so I think mission accomplished, right? We're good. That was the deal.
Huh?
Larkspur, we like found people for the town, and
Yeah, that's what I recall.
all right, cool.
Unless
You
you
guys-
drug us here under false pretenses.
give me insight checks.
All right, listen here. If you lied to us about coming to this town, you will be the second person in charge of a town that has lied to us, and it's not going to end well for you.
15 insight.
24.
Pass,
10.
fail.
0.
There it is.
So we got 2 fails and 2 passes. To the two of you, Enoch and Strawberry, her bewilderment is completely genuine. Like, she is in absolute shock and awe of what she is seeing. And she's like, please come with me to the mayor's residence. I swear there's something going on here, because this was not what this looked like when I got here the last time.
Tarkx, if she's lying, how quickly can you dismember her?
What the whole?
Tarkx like looks her up and down, like one hit.
Oh, perfect.
I don't believe she's lying. Meredith, we will need to reword our deal, because the people have been found. So, like,
Yes, I
You
believe
know-
our current agreement is now nullified. So if you'd like to strike up a new bargain, but we will need paid for the completion of the first one.
Hold on.
It's the only equitable thing to do.
Exactly.
But we didn't finish the job.
I mean, the people are back.
Strawberry.
But we didn't do it.
It doesn't. We escorted her here.
And found the people.
We didn't find the people.
No, we have found them. They're
We
right
found them.
there.
The people.
Semantics. It's just-
I just
The
finished
people.
watching all
but yeah,
three
she's
of them.
ushering us to where?
She is ushering you to the mayor's residence.
No.
So
So you have drinks there.
Tarkx is like thinking back to the last time we went to a weird town, and a person of
Oh, no.
prominence in the town had a really cool house, and asked us to go. Like, and we were told to like go and check it out. So he is like super on edge.
She goes, I tell you what, let's stop at my place on the way, and I will get you the potions I promised you. Just please bear with me.
I'll walk with you. I don't know. I don't want to be on all fours and bearing it.
That sounds like a plan, dear.
Okay, thank you. And so she leads you to her place, where she opens the door, welcomes you in, immediately goes to the far side of the room, which looks like a countertop, and you see all sorts of alchemical stuff. She goes, do not touch anything if you value your life.
Tarkx, have you ever heard the expression bull in a china shop?
I have not.
Yes. Well, you are one. So just stand very still.
Is that what this is? This is a china shop? I thought it was a house.
It's similar.
It can be one and the same.
Oh, it's like a home business you got. All right, I see.
I believe I mentioned that, didn't
He takes a minute.
I? Okay.
I don't have to take a minute. I can be really fast.
Tarkx, we don't
Can
want
you
to
be
repeat.
really fast at being very still?
Yeah.
Perfect! It's like you're not even there.
She opens up the pantry. She pulls out To our listeners, please watch the YouTube to see just how much in character Dugan likes to get.
Dugan just turned into what's his face from Guardians.
Tracks.
Tracks. You can't see me.
And she pulls out the 4 superior healing potions that she promised. Sets those down. She goes, now, please, I don't see Lachlan. Where'd she go? She's still not here. And just as that happens, from behind all of you guys at the door that's now shut, you hear... still holding still.
Expecting company.
It was 4 superior.
I wasn't, but...
4 superior, yeah.
Okay, so 1 for each of us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy. Hello.
Tarkx.
I think you may have gone a little too far with him.
Tarkx, you can unfreeze.
Enoch will...
Alright, somebody's at the door.
Oh, gosh.
Larkspur will flit over and open the door. Because why not? This isn't my house, but I'll do it anyway.
Standing at the door are a few, some of the town folk who, along with the mayor, who have shown up, and they're looking at Merida and go, "Oh, you are still here! Oh, thank goodness! We're not everybody who used to be part of the village is here, and we're trying to figure out who's gone and who's not." She's like, "Yeah, Lachlan's still gone. Where is my wife at?" Well, there's a number of people still missing. Are you okay?
Tired all of a sudden. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Yes.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I dropped them.
Oh, okay.
I dropped some on the floor.
Who are these individuals?
Sexy.
Yeah, he's not. Am I able to say who we are, Larkspur?
Yes, just don't move from where you are.
Alright. So, I'm Tarkx. That's Larkspur.
Hello.
Enoch, the
Howdy.
sexy one. And Strawberry.
Tell me you do finger guns character. Hey. No.
He's trying. He's really trying. Oh.
Yeah, that's who we are, and I'm not facing them. Like I turned to
You haven't
I
moved.
turned to you for permission, and you said not to move, so I'm facing you and talking to them behind me.
That's brilliant.
He's like, he kind of walks in, turns around. What's wrong with him?
We don't have the time.
It's
He is committed to not breaking anything in the room at the moment.
that includes you.
Touché.
I appreciate that. I mean, it'd be easier if you stood outside the building if you're worried about breaking stuff.
That involves moving, and I don't think Larkspur wants to risk that.
We do have a history of it's yes.
Well, okay, so
So we are the drunken adventurers. We're here to help.
You brought drunk adventurers here?
Drunken.
Wait, no, drunken.
Tarkx?
It's one of those word things that spells a word but means different words for each of the letters.
So what's this word that means other words that spells other words? As Dugan has to go look it up again.
You came up with it, so.
It's been a while.
See, I remember cedar. I don't remember drunken.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to search. I can search for ne'er-do-well. That should pop up.
Is that actually a word?
Yeah, ne'er-do-well.
Uh-huh.
It is dedicated requisition of unique and niche knickknacks by equitable ne'er-do-wells.
Gesundheit. Okay.
What's that mean? Did you just challenge me to Mortal Kombat?
No. Tarkx.
You want a good and fight?
Well, Tarkx, you
It
can't
means
right now.
bless
You're
you.
immobile, remember?
That puts him at a disadvantage. Anyway. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. Anyway, Anyway, so from what we've been able to figure out, we're still missing Jaren, Salak, Eval, Pervy, Lola, and according to you, Lachlan. We can't find them.
Have you tried scrying on them?
Doing what?
You don't have a seer in this little backwoods town of yours?
That's
Everyone's blind.
That's no. I'll explain later.
And you're asking
Good
me.
guess, Tarkx.
Thanks, Enoch.
Not everybody in the world uses magic. The closest thing to magic we've had is Meredith, and she's an alchemist. Immediately, Meredith perks up and she goes, "Help me find them, and I will give you this." And you see a very beautifully carved crossbow. She goes, "This is called the Swamp Snake Venom Crossbow.
That's a really long name.
It's a very interesting weapon.
I mean, debatable.
It deals in poison.
I deal in blood.
In some cases, that could be considered poison."
Wow, now I'm interested.
Now I get it.
Yeah, it takes a minute sometimes. Yes.
I will give this to you if you help me figure out where these other lost people are. I knew people were missing.
All right. Well, does anyone want the crossbow?
How big is it?
Strawberry's over here collecting an ammunition for
I'm the pack
our
mule.
armory.
Is it a light crossbow?
Let me see here real quick. Page 9. It is a magical heavy crossbow.
Tarkx.
That being said, it can reshape its size to match its user.
So hand crossbow. Nice.
No. I mean, if you're small, it'll still be a heavy crossbow, but it'll be a small,
But it'll be,
heavy
yeah.
crossbow.
Tarkx, you're probably the only one proficient with that.
Can't answer you right now, sweetheart.
I mean, I can still talk, right? Or would you rather me not?
Doesn't talking mean moving your lips? And you were told not to move?
Not necessarily.
Well, that means moving your vocal cords to make noise.
Tarkx.
Yes, so that's not an external movement.
Tarkx.
Did you say external movement or not?
Hi,
You
Tarkx.
didn't specify.
Tarkx, speaking is fine.
Okay, how the hell does
Your
Tarkx know
heart's-
what specify means?
Every once in a while, there's a good word in there. Tarkx, you may speak. Just keep it to the inside voice.
Tarkx has a hand-me-down word-a-day dictionary, and I learn big words sometimes, alright? It is a family heirloom.
I want to see this word in the dictionary.
If you ever decide
man.
to get into your crafty side and make a word dictionary,
Tarkx Willbreaker Prime word-a-day dictionary, because that's how Tarkx Willbreaker Prime got past the intelligence.
That's what we need on a team. Anyhow, poor Tarkx is just...
Yeah, I'm familiar with a crossbow.
well, you might find this very, very useful then.
Maybe we could figure out a way to mount it to my shoulder, Strawberry.
Maybe.
Well, listen, Angelfish. If you can describe what these people look like to this one over here, they'll sketch up a picture of them, and then we'll go find them.
They were all just common folk individuals, but give you a little bit of background as to who they are. Jaren was an older gentleman who was known for being a fisherman. Salak was a aspiring alchemist, so she had some of the similar appearances as that of Meredith. Eval was a stoic dock worker, so she has more of a constructive appearance about her. Paviri is an eccentric taxidermist. Take that however you wish. I don't know how to describe a taxidermist. Lola was the jolly baker, so she always had for some reason she always had packs of flour on her somehow. And Lachlan, well, she's just another woman dressed in everyday clothes.
You're right. Well, that certainly narrows it down, doesn't it?
So there's Lachlan. Can you go through the names real quick, please?
There's Jaren. Do you want me to spell them out for you too?
No, I'll just
Spell it
guess.
phonetically.
Yeah.
Silak. Eval. I've been saying Paviri. I think it's Pevery, Lola, and then Lachlan.
Okay. Lachlan, Jiren, Silak, Eval, Pevery, and Lola.
Meredith perks up again. She goes, I'll tell you what, if you guys can start investigating, I will round up volunteers to form search parties to help look around.
No.
That way we can cover more ground. You guys can do your thing, other groups can search in other areas.
However, Meredith was saying that this town was abandoned earlier. Saying that there was nobody here.
Who are you talking to?
Whoever the dude was that was...
The mayor?
Oh, yeah, the mayor.
He kind of stops you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll look over at Meredith.
Here. No, you were not here. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Do your magic sense thing.
What? Oh, what? What magic sense?
Detect magic or whatever.
Oh, yes. Yeah. that. Oh, I can do that at will. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll detect magic and see what I can ping in the room.
What are you doing?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Other than the crossbow and the magical properties of various potions in the room, you don't. And then, of course, what you guys have on you, you don't pick up on anything else.
Magical items here, but I'm not picking up any illusions or glamours or curses. If that's what you're thinking.
I was thinking maybe there's like something magic going on. Maybe
If there is, it's a powerful magic that I can't see.
Hmm.
And I rolled a 2 on insight, so I don't know if the mayor is lying.
I'll roll
Oh, actually,
insight
it's a
2.
5. I rolled a 5. That's my bonus.
12 insight on the mayor.
12 insight.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Damn.
I got an 8 to an insight.
On the, you said a 12 insight on the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't pick up on anything.
What about her 20?
What'd you say?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You don't pick up anything from the mayor either.
Hmm.
Just feel free to talk to others. I don't know what else to tell you.
Alright, are we to bring these stragglers back here?
Yes, please.
Perfect. Alright,
And what if they don't want to come?
Do you have ways of making people do something without killing them?
We have a magic bag.
Yes.
No, let's
Without
not
killing them?
Yes.
We wouldn't kill them immediately.
Sounds like you already have your answer.
Alright, I like those operatings.
Just don't kill anyone unless you absolutely have to. Like a last resort.
But that is
a
an
last option.
Yeah, alright. Well.
I don't know what level of vocabulary he's familiar with.
A lot of levels, alright? I'm pretty tall. I can see over a lot of levels, alright?
I think I made my point.
Yes. Yes. Oh, all right. Well, we have our job. Let's be off. And Larkspur will proceed to leave.
Larkspur!
Oh, right. Yes, Honey Bunch. Come on.
All right.
Don't touch anything on your way out.
What about the ground?
That's one exception.
Alright.
Enoch closes the door before it. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Enoch, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Okay, so this next part is going to be more, not necessarily a skill challenge, but a series of skill checks, and depending on how you roll determines how much information you can get. But your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your...
Je ne sais quoi.
Thank you for that.
Particular idiom, sir? Idiom!
That's
Encouraged.
Tark's word
That's
of the
the
day.
word. That's the word I was looking for. Encouraged to talk to various villagers, just depending on where you want to go. At this point, we're going to change the maps.
Is there a turnip salesman in town that I might speak with?
That's a very specific
What?
No. No. Absolutely not.
Turnip sails.
Ken, how do you not remember this?
Oh, I remember it exactly. I'm just trying to figure out where the connection came in.
There is no connection.
You just being a smart ass with me, aren't
Yep.
you?
1000%.
Oh my gosh.
It's just, what turnips? Didn't have enough. Tira died too early.
Here you go.
And Steve. No, Seamus. His name was Seamus. Poor Skelly.
Steve! Roberto! Maria!
Alright.
If anyone's seen the Vader Zim movie,
I haven't.
so
Okay,
good.
so
I
where
love
you
it.
guys start at is going to be on top of a roof, half passed out apparently. Right.
It's a quarter
here.
after one. Isn't that
Who am
song
I
about
missing?
being drunk or something?
I think so.
Who am I missing? Where's Strawberry at? Ah.
Wait, Strawberry, get your little butt over here.
Nothing little about that butt.
My butt's the size of my head. That's where the spores come from.
Larkspur is even more
Brat.
disgusting now.
No.
Cheese go Bert.
Oh my.
Why are we like this?
Because we're children, that's why.
Another spore ball.
Like
A cup of what? A cup of s'more.
So, of the villagers, you do see a few who are just walking around in the streets. There's a couple down by the waters fishing, and then there's a few doing small bits of farming in the grassier areas.
You guys want to split up and see what we can find? Or should we move in group?
Well, I don't have any.
We're more intimidating as a group.
That's fair.
Is that what we're doing? We're intimidating folks? Alright.
No.
No?
Let's do like a good cop, bad cop.
Like, isn't a bad cop just really bad at their job? Like, they kind of suck at investigating and putting clues together.
Yeah, and then the good cop comes in and he's like, we're not all like that.
Oh, alright. I could probably be the bad cop.
Oh dear.
I am
We're not all like that.
takes
Here's
out
the
word
soda.
self-aware. That's a hyphenate. I learned that word a
Whoa.
few months ago. Hyphenate. Self-aware. I'm self-aware.
Oh dear.
Very good.
Your silverware.
I mean, I can stab stuff and cut stuff and scoop stuff.
Old man, I do recall one of these people was a taxidermist. Perhaps we should look for a taxidermist shop.
Don't they like walk around in carts and take people places? A taxi service?
Different type of taxi, dear. This is one that stuffs animals.
With what?
That's a good question.
I think it's like hay? Hay and sticks or something?
Don't animals eat that stuff anyway? Like, why are they having to stuff it? Is it like that goose liver stuff where they force feed
Well, they
it
take the
corn?
insides out so they can
Oh.
keep the animal skin and turn it into a piece of art.
They're not using it for anything?
It's kind of like a trophy.
Yeah,
all right.
that's a good
I kind
one.
of get that. All right.
Do I want to have the intelligence check to remind of a former stuffed creature?
I get the trophy thing. All right. All right.
Let's go check.
Sponsored.
Send us money.
Product placement.
Multi-billion-dollar corporation. Or free food.
You'll do it. You'll do it.
It's like pizza party.
There's an idea for McDonald's. D20s in all the kids' Happy Meals.
Get them while they're young.
It's hidden in one of the McNuggets.
Hashtag choking hazard.
Hey, those D20s that folded out to be like a dragon or a beholder or
Oh.
something. That would have been a perfect little Happy Meal toy.
I think D&D and Bakugan should make like team up and it's like and it's a beholder or something.
I have the red dragon one upstairs.
The one that has a little yellow horn that pops out. They have to like, because I had that one.
Nice.
That was like the only one I had.
Okay, so
Anyways,
you wanted to head over to the taxidermist shop?
And it was Pevery who was the taxidermist, correct?
Yes. an
Because I
eccentric
remember it because
taxidermist.
at first I thought you said pervy. I thought you
A pervy.
pervy taxidermist. I'm like,
Ooh,
oh,
this is gonna
okay.
get rough
Bad
real
com-
quick.
that's a bad
Go
combination.
sideways really, really
Content
bad.
warnings can be found in the episode description.
Right. Taxidermist out of character is the only location I remember. So that's why Larkspur suggested that. But if you guys want to do something else, I mean,
I say go with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so as you get over there, the shop is closed up.
I mean that's not a problem.
And I'm gonna say it's this building right here. The door is right here. But you do see one person out by the street just kind of sweeping up some excessive trash, as well as trying to not necessarily mow the grass, but just kind of cut it down and trim it a little bit to keep it fresh.
What was the name we were looking for?
Pevery.
Pevery. I call out to the person, see if they respond.
He doesn't respond. He does kind of look up, looks around for a sec, then goes back to work.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
it's worth a shot.
Is there anybody else who works in this this here establishment other than Pevery who is lost and forgotten? Maybe not forgotten, but he's lost.
No, he pretty much owns the business.
Okay.
Not sure where he's gone, but yeah,
Alright.
he closed up and we haven't seen him.
Well, we're looking for him and a bunch of others who went missing, so we're just gonna break into the place. Oh, the mayor knows, so don't worry about it.
Tarkx, you take off the door.
Or
Absolutely.
I could unlock the
I grab
door
the door
for
and
you.
get off.
You could break it. What the hell are you doing? He pulls a key out and goes, I just offered to open the door.
Don't worry, we're on a mission for the mayor.
Yeah,
He knows.
I'm bad cop.
Tarkx, good cop is stepping in.
Yeah, all right.
Don't worry, we're not all like this.
You do intend to repair the door, though, right?
Did you already break it?
Yeah, I ripped
Oh,
it off.
okay.
Just
I ripped it
took
off
it
the
right off the
hinges.
hinges.
As he starts going off and he's picking up like the spike and the nail and everything that holds it together. He's like, oh gosh.
Here, you hold this. And
Yeah,
go.
Oh man,
What the
Tarkx
hell?
is like the little brother. You're like, hey, I got an idea.
And Enoch's the middle child goading him on.
And avoiding all responsibility.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys get inside.
I don't know what happened, Mom. It's not my fault.
There's a wafting sort of stale smell of air. So you can tell that the place has been closed up for a little while. There's a distinct layer of dust over a lot of things. And a smell that's like old wax, almost. As you are seeing various animals that are just frozen in place as they have already been stuffed and...
As I flit in, I just cast Detect Magic.
You know, sense anything.
Okay. I'm likely going to do that in most places we come into.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Um,
Because I can cast it at will, so.
Smells like Grandma Wheelbreaker's ear.
you guys at any point while talking to any of the villagers want to do an insight check to try to get more info out of them, you are more than welcome to.
Okay. Enoch is going to start looking to see if there's any logbooks near, like, in the establishment.
I just rolled an investigation check for an 8, so. Ooh. I wonder if I found
You
anything.
see a bunch of animals that have
Yeah.
been stuffed.
Yeah.
18.
18.
Ooh, there you go.
It's a +0 too, so.
I have a +1.
You don't see like a logbook per se, but you do make note of where like the tools and the work is usually done at. It doesn't look like anything's been disturbed for a little while.
Tarkx goes over to one of the larger animals, and his curiosity gets the best of him, and I plunge my arm forcefully down its throat to see what it's stuffed with.
So you get just past the jawline and you hit something hard, and you're just like, it feels like a solid something, and it goes all the way to the inner walls of the esophagus.
Well, that's weird. And I take out
Oh no.
my battle axe and start cutting around the head to find out what's inside.
So
Is the guy still here?
The curious barbarian.
no, he's trying to clean up what you guys just destroyed and what's left of the door. Everybody has bad luck with doors, apparently.
When you got a Tarkx around.
So you get the head cut off, and as it pops off, the that smell of that old wax immediately hits your nose, and you start just coughing like somebody, almost like smelling a chlorine tablet to put in a pool.
Oh, now it smells like Grandpa Tark's feet. Oh. That's bad. Ugh.
Now, I can't imagine how long these animals have been here like this. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for quite some time. So, perhaps these people were actually legitimately kidnapped. I was kind of hoping they were up to no good, but...
Maybe they never existed, and we're just being... And they don't even know. They're just like, oh, well... I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Rather philosophical of you, old
Yeah.
man.
Somebody put wax in all these animals, but they did it a while ago. Maybe the guy just like couldn't sell them because he does a weird thing that he does for a job.
I wouldn't want one.
Maybe he's just too pervy.
I don't want to think about what he did with the wax. Thanks for the nightmare.
Well, does anybody see anything that gives us any kind of clues to where he may have gone? I mean, are there any signs of a skirmish, a fight?
I mean, I found his little workbench over here, and it doesn't even look like it's been touched in forever.
Like I said, he wasn't very good at his job then. Nobody was buying his stuff. Maybe he just left town.
That seems to be what it looks like.
Let's go ask the gentleman outside if PV lived anywhere.
No, did she survive the door?
Probably. It wasn't that heavy.
Oh, all right.
Like maybe 50, 60 pounds. I like just canonically dictating.
Larkspur more than I weigh. Yeah, so we go out to see if the guy sweeping the dirt road was still there.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the door leaned up against the side of the building now, and he's just picking up all the small pieces of what's left of the hinges. He keeps looking at the one spike like, son of a bitch. Damn it. It's gonna take forever to repair this.
Strawberry will assist with mending.
Oh, nice. Someone has mending.
If you can do that, hey, big guy, can you put this thing back in place and put the pieces back together?
Yeah.
And so he's just a little bit more over, just right there. And this one, hold on. Lean it this way a little bit, just like that. Okay, now.
Strawberry will cast mending as many times as needed.
So just 2 uses of mending and the door's repaired. And he goes, okay, you can let go now.
Alright.
And the door just stays there. Thank you. That was a lot easier than I hoped. Maybe next time don't break it down.
I mean, I was told to take care of the door, and I did just
Listen,
that.
we have a question for you.
Actually,
and
2 questions.
yes.
I thought of one when we're...
Oh,
but
well.
you go ahead.
Oh, okay, yes. We're curious what information you can tell us about the taxidermist. And it seems like he just left of his own accord. Was he
A long time ago.
perhaps fleeing somewhere
No,
or running from something?
He made mention of going fishing. I thought he had a new idea to try to collect fish and turn them into the same things he did in there with animals.
That sounds awful.
After that, he left and... we
He
haven't
went
seen him.
fishing and just didn't come back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's curious.
Is there anything in the swamp that could eat people?
Ooh.
Crocodile.
I bet he just got ate by a crocodile.
That...
Case closed.
We haven't seen
No.
any crocodiles around here in a while, though, so...
Probably because they ate so many people. I bet everybody who's gone just got ate by a crocodile.
That's not the worst theory. But old man, what was your question?
Oh, how did you get his key? Are you like his nephew or something?
No, I help keep the surrounding grass and everything cleaned up. Kind of like a gardener, but not really. I just help out, and so he left me a key in case he wasn't here.
You make it look like this on purpose.
What did you say?
Something utterly savage. This guy needs to take like 3d4 psychic damage.
And Larkspur turns and like looks at the landscape, and she goes, "You make it look like this on purpose?"
Damn.
Y'all think Tarkx is savage.
I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed to have vicious mockery. Like Larkspur.
Larkspur.
Oh shit! Do you need any healing?
Larkspur's from the fairy realm.
There's just a brief awestruck moment as he kind of shakes his head like, the fuck?
Well, you have a nice day, sir. We'll be.
Maybe some of the fishermen down by the docks could help you.
Oh, wasn't the docks the location from one of the other people?
Nope. No.
All right.
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Alright, I mean, Larkspur's done here, so I don't know about the rest of you guys.
And he literally points right down the way to the dock down here.
Oh.
How convenient. Well,
To the docks? Alright, we go down to the docks then.
So as you get down to right about here, oops.
Just sorry.
At this point, it's just like
Sorry.
almost intentional. Oops. And let me move these guys.
Yeah.
You see one guy over here, you see another guy over here, and this one is getting the boat pulled back in and tying it to the dock.
Should we split up? Or still keep being intimidating? I don't see any doors to take down, though.
You could just start ripping the planks out of the docks. Like, that's another violent thing we could do.
That's true.
no.
No?
No.
Just,
Mending
no.
can only do so much, Tarkx.
Does that mean I'm more powerful than that spell?
No.
Oh.
To a
Depending
degree.
on the degree of damage, yeah.
To a degree.
Possible.
I mean, it's kind of warm in the swamp.
What does that have to... What does that mean?
The degree.
Larkspur, who do we talk to first?
Oh, I don't know.
I need a
What was-
nap.
Old man, what was the name on your list that was down at the docks?
Maybe Evolve, Select, Jaren, Lola, one of those. I didn't write down what they did. I just...
You there, and I flip forward and call out to the person who we're closest to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Meredith.
Oh.
Whatever. You there. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes. Sapling, stop what you're doing. This is important.
Keeps reeling in.
Hey, she said stop.
I'm bringing it in so I can talk without anything pulling on the hook.
I'm
Haven't
about
you
to
ever
pull on the
fished?
hook. Yeah, I step in the stream and I punch the fish.
Well, not all of us can do that.
I know, obviously.
Tarkx.
What can I do for you?
Yes. We are investigating the disappearance of some of your citizens. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
it was very unkind of you to interrupt me in the middle of my sentence.
Dirty 20 insight.
What she said.
That'd be a 6 insight. I saw that.
Tarkx would like to pull a plank up off of the dock and snap it in two.
Okay, athletics check. And I'll laugh my ass off if you roll a 1 or a 2.
25.
Just starts ripping the floor up.
What the hell?
She
Okay,
said
so-
she had a question. She wants an answer.
Okay, you made an insight check, right? Did you make one as well?
I got a 6.
A 6.
I
Okay.
rolled an 8.
I can just see Tarkx after busting it. We'll put the two pieces together and we'll continuously.
Yeah, like it's not just one time, it's 2 times and 3 times.
So as he's trying to talk
man.
to you, you notice he also has a 1 gallon ceramic jug that he constantly pops open and keeps taking a drink of water from, and he's constantly scratching himself.
The second time he does it, I cast Detect Magic.
Drunk?
You pick up on something from him, but you can't quite tell what. It's something you've not seen before.
But it's a magical aura?
Some sort of an aura, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think detect magic gives me the school. It just confirms the presence of
Some degree
magical
of magic.
nerds.
I suggest you answer the question.
So, what did you
no,
ask
it does
me?
say you learn at School of Magic, if any. So
This isn't particularly a school of magic, but there is magic involved.
in like where's the aura coming from?
Off of him. Like
Off
some
of him,
yeah,
not the object that he's drinking.
right.
Okay.
Think of it more like something that's, I don't know, inside of him.
Okay.
Hmm.
So he goes with magic, but there is not a definable school. Well, that's highly suspicious. Okay.
Everyone in town knows about people missing. You do too. Start spilling what you know. Or I start spilling what's inside you.
Tarkx, there's no words. Well, I guess words before actions, yeah.
See, I'm learning.
The last time we met a magical being who kept things from us, it did not go well in their favor. But it didn't mind.
He's pulling out a character.
Are you inflicted with something?
No, I'm fine. I don't know what
I can
happened,
help
buddy.
with that.
Excuse me?
I can help with it.
Help with what?
Keep on scratching the back of your neck and taking a drink of the...
Well, I'm
Whatever that
thirsty and I'm itchy. That's what you do. You take a drink of water when you're thirsty. You scratch and itch if you have it.
Now, in my long years I've been here, I've been itchy and I've been thirsty, but... Oh.
He's getting
DM's looking for something.
So tell us, what manner of magical work are you involved in?
Who said I was involved in magic? I'm a fisherman. I collect fish.
Well, you're clearly not a normal fisherman. Dearie, you're giving off quite the powerful magical aura.
We're gonna hold there for a sec while I find the rest of the freaking plastic bases.
Alright.
You found,
Okay.
Hooray! Larkspur side eyes over to Tarkx. Tarkx, darling, we might have to Hulk smash this one.
I grabbed the handle of my flail and let it crack down onto the blood planks.
I love that Tarkx is always up for a fight. He's like, let's go.
Just say the word.
Alright, hang on just a second here.
Do I need to go into intermission?
No, that...
Cue elevator music. Ba 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 da.
Music.
Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da.
I just gotta bring up a...
Starts with one thing.
What the fuck?
I was doing Community.
Oh.
Community has that elevator music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it
Thing.
kind of
Can't
does.
forget.
It
What
kinda
movie
does.
was it?
Yep.
Not at the Roxbury, where they're sitting in the elevator and it's playing. They're starting to just bop their heads to the elevator music. There you are.
Apparently that's the movie my mom watched the day I was born. It was just on in the hospital.
I'm looking at the wrong one here.
Oh, that's
odd
bad.
thing.
Glorious.
Oh, that's something that she just randomly dropped when I was a kid. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, can I watch it? She's like, no. You're 9. What are you... like, oh. She did show me the SNL sketch, though, with
The
Jim
OG
Carrey.
one?
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
think that's the
So-
one where they're bopping their heads and one of them cracks the window open.
So as you guys
Burst
are trying
the-
to talk to him, he he takes another drink of water, turns around, and is like, "Ah, hell!" And his whole body changes from the waist up, and all of a sudden, this thing is now standing in front of you.
What? I can't see it.
Fish person.
And you notice that the other guy across the way has changed as well.
For fish people.
Kotoas.
Goatoas.
And as soon as he's like fully changed, he just growls at you.
Ew.
Initiative.
Nice.
Try this one.
Hey, look at that.
Whoa! Something good?
I know,
On
right?
initiative for you?
I just
Yeah.
rolled above a 10 for the first time this game. That's awesome.
Man.
Alright. So,
They called me FP, fish person.
Larkspur, what'd you get?
21.
Tarkx,
22.
Strawberry,
14.
and Enoch.
16.
Alright.
Yourself is a transmutation aura, I'm just saying.
You did not pick up on transmutation. Alright, so it's going to go Tarkx, Larkspur, Enoch, Strawberry, and the fishy sort of creature. So Tarkx, what you doing?
I take 5 feet and 5-foot step. I've already had my flail out. I said to answer the question, and I recklessly attack his face. Thank goodness for reckless attack. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I'm actually going to be underneath you.
Like in the same square?
Yeah.
So that's a
Where did I
That works.
set my little dry erase board?
D6 and then another D6.
There he is.
I was about to say, I saw it like recently.
Alright, so 2 points lightning.
Give me just a second here.
Yep.
On this board, dry erase marker comes off really easily even after 2 weeks. On this tiny little thing, not
Actually.
so much.
Walk that back. Walk that back.
Okay, you said what?
It's 7 points lightning, 4 points force, and 6 points radiant. Then bonus action rage.
Wait, you didn't rage before you did that?
Nope. I didn't say it, so I wasn't gonna retcon it.
Okay.
So I crack him and like I just get in his face. I said answer the question, and I hit him again. That's a natural 20.
Whoa.
You and your natural 20s tonight. My gosh.
It's amazing.
I love that if I can
You're on
convince
another gold
Tarkx
point.
that people are being rude to us, he's just like, I will kill them.
The chocolate. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so that's another 7 points lightning, 5 points force, and 7 points radiant. Double all that.
Double all
Okay.
of it?
Yep. So I'm sorry. So total then, 14 points lightning, 10 points force, and 14 points. Yes, 14 points radiant.
You dead.
He's not. He's very unhappy with life.
Yeah, he's dead.
There's literally only 2 of us.
So that second axe swing just kind of, and he falls down to the ground.
This is with the flail.
Oh, with the
So I
flail?
smash his face in.
Okay. You immediately see him fall to the ground and revert back into a human form.
So are these guys humanoids?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Hey, what the hell? Hey, turn back into a person. Should I keep hitting people?
They look suspicious to me.
Good enough.
Does the other one look like it's about to attack us?
Oh, yeah. Because he changed at the same time and he immediately has his eyes on you guys like,
Did you just see what we did to your friend?
you don't get any sense of, like, logical intellect.
Huh. Alright.
Oh, that's my turn.
Larkspur, your turn.
Cool. I am going to try out one of my new spells.
Ooh, Alec the Blam.
No, I'm not. I didn't roll above a 10
On any of them?
on any of them. No, the highest roll I got was a 12.
Was that the spell I just gave you?
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez. Okay, so what you guys see, I assume you're using that darkened wand that he gave you?
Do I have to use it to cast it? I mean, like, I know you said it replaces my arcane focus.
Right.
But so, like, however that's required. I mean, like, I'm casting the spell, so whatever's required to cast the spell, then yes. I mean,
Well,
like,
this comes down to a choice. Do you use it as your arcane focus, or do you stick with your arcane focus?
well, I believe he told me I had to use that in order to cast this
He didn't
spell.
say you had to. He said this can act as an arcane focus.
Oh, I thought that he was replacing my arcane focus, because my other arcane focus is specifically attached to my other patron, so it's basically defunct.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if I've switched
Right.
patrons, my source of power has switched. Therefore, my prior arcane focus is pointless. It's just a stick.
I've never associated an arcane focus to a certain source of power or anything, to a patron or anything.
Because
I've just never seen it that way. That could be something different for warlocks, or like for a cleric or something.
I thought, well, because it's pact magic, right? So I had always thought that.
Right.
But yeah, no, she'll use. There's no reason
So-
that she wouldn't.
When she casts the spell, you guys see these black beams shoot out, and they are dark with small intricacies of purple bubbled into
No,
them.
I mean, do I hit?
No, you didn't hit.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the spell doesn't still go off. It just doesn't make contact with them. It's like throwing a rock at somebody, but
Oh,
not
so you're
hitting
just saying
the
that I
person.
miss. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've always assumed that if the attack fails, the spell doesn't go off. I guess that's just something I've always assumed. So, sorry, I didn't.
Enoch's turn. Or were you going to do something else?
I don't have anything else to do.
Oh.
That's it. So,
So I can move up to here. And then I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Night.
Oldie buddy goodie.
Yep.
Much like Enoch.
Ooh, that's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 7. That is 12 radiant damage.
12 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Anything else you're doing?
Nope. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Strawberry's turn.
17 to hit.
What are you doing?
You gain advantage.
Oh yeah.
Guiding Bolt.
17.
17 to hit.
Mhm.
That's gonna hit.
$15 points of radiant damage as Strawberry just cocks the rifle up.
How much did you say? 15?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you kill him as you catch him with the beam, and same thing happens when he falls down. He reverts back into a humanoid form.
That's quick.
You guys are not out of initiative yet,
Oh.
as water starts to be bubbling. Let me bring it up here real quick.
Megafish. It's the Meg.
Oh yeah, there you go.
nice.
Well played.
I don't have the right size base.
It's all about
it's
the
all
base.
about that.
Yeah.
Base, about that base. No minis.
done that before.
That is
I don't have the
not
mini
right
set up or anything. I just have the little bases. I'm like, that
That.
black base is the is Cobalt number 1.
Yeah. I just use D6 and number 1 through 6.
What did I just do with those 2 bases you guys handed me? The black one and the...
Is it underneath?
Don't know.
Oh well.
This is the Kent tries to find his stuff episode.
Anyway, consider this thing to be larger than a medium-sized creature as this
I refuse.
large constrictor snake pops up out of the water
Oh, hi.
and immediately reaches over and tries to bite Tarkx.
Tarkx, watch out!
What the hell?
That's a 21 to hit him.
It's
This is gonna hurt.
Stop spinning. There you go. 10 points of piercing damage as it clenches down and just... and then I need a... I either need an athletics or an acrobatics check.
ooh, it's gonna be
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Never mind, you are considered grappled as it has a hold of you now.
I was about to say.
interesting.
Back up the top of the line, it's Tark's turn.
Could you hand me my hat, please?
Okay then. I'm gonna break free of that grapple.
Alright, athletics or acrobatics check.
Yeah, it's gonna be in athletics. Because I get advantage on this.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Trying to stay weak.
That's a 25.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to pull him off of you. And you just kind of...
Alright, so that takes up my action. As my bonus action, I've had this item on my person since character creation. I reach into my pouch and I throw a bag of sand in its eyes. Pocket sand. Sha-sha.
Okay, so it starts to shake its head real quick and goes back down into the water.
He gets a move action as a reaction.
Okay, he doesn't go back into the water just yet.
So he has sand in his eye. Yeah?
Where are we going with this, dude?
Trying to give him a blinded condition.
Or at least disadvantage on sight-based attacks.
I will give it to you. He's temporarily blinded.
Pocket sand. Sha-sha. Thank you, Dale Gribble.
Oh my gosh.
I've had it since character creation. Now I have to take it out of my inventory, but I've been waiting so long to use it.
Is that all you do?
That's all I can do. I use it takes your action to get out of a grapple. So even if you have 2 attacks, it's only if you take the attack action. If you get out of something like that,
Okay.
you just lose it.
Larkspur's turn.
Little bag
You've
of
had
sand.
a pocket full of
Oh,
sand, and
little
we
bag of
haven't
sand.
combined it with my bag of ball bearings for a comedy of errors? Come on.
Nope.
We're
Very
gonna,
particular use I wanted.
we're gonna try my spell again, because I want to hit something with it. Nope.
Come on!
What?
You want to use
How many of that was
20s?
ones? Those look like mostly ones from
No,
over here.
none of them are ones, but they're all less than 10. So my highest roll is a 14.
Tell me what you rolled.
I rolled a... Okay, so with my bonus... I still have the +2, so it makes it a little bit higher. This would be a 12.
That's a hit.
Is it... I didn't hit
Different
last
creatures.
time.
Different creatures.
Oh,
Different
it's a different
creature.
creature. Okay. That's a 12. This one is a 9.
That's a miss.
Okay. This one's a 9. This is an 11.
That'll miss.
And then this one is going to be a 16.
That will hit.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Yeah, bring it all the dice.
Wait, you shot 4 beams?
Yeah.
What level did you cast that at?
3rd.
Oh.
I'm casting it.
Oh,
Warlocks.
okay.
Yeah, Warlocks cast. All my spells get cast as a 3rd level spot. Like I have 2 3rd level spell slots.
Okay.
Period. Like, I don't have spell slots for anything less. So
Right. That.
everything
I
gets
keep
cast.
forgetting you're playing a warlock. They're
Yeah.
very different from other spellcasters.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of chaos damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And somebody got hurt. You got hurt? Did you get hit?
Yeah, he
I
got
did.
hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said 11 points.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, 11 points. So you can take 5 points of healing.
Hey, that's how much I lost. I love raging. It's great. I like this already. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Larkspur. Yeah. Woo!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You also start to take note that the wand kind of has almost has like a sentient way of being able to help move. So when you go to cast the spell, and then when you use the healing thing, it just turns around so the blade side is the part that.
Okay, so I actually
Has
have to
aim assist?
I have to actually manipulate
It's
the
got
wand
aim
in order
assist,
for the spell to
auto-aim.
work.
You don't have to, but it does manipulate itself so that one side of it's casting your spells, the other side of it is doing the healing, whether that's to you or to someone else.
Okay,
and
so
then
but
it
like
goes-
I actively have to be holding it in my hand in order for the Scorching Ray spell to work.
If you're using it as a focus, it'd be the same as using it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is with the focus, you just have to have it on your person. You don't necessarily have to articulate with the focus in order to, right? Because like
That's right.
it's a wand, but it doesn't actually like the power doesn't come. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, I just always pictured it as you actively had to hold it to cast the spell. In that case, yeah, don't.
Okay.
Ignore what I just said.
If I do have to manipulate it, that's fine. I just want to make sure that I know
No,
for future purposes.
I was going off that because I thought that's how you had to do it in general.
I was role playing that with the cigarette wand that I had because I always had it in my hand. So
Gotcha.
I was smoking, and then I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, cast a spell,"
Okay.
and it was kind of all, yeah,
My mistake. All right.
Thematic.
yeah, it was thematic.
So that was. Is there anything else you're doing?
Nope.
All right. Enoch's turn.
Hooray! Move closer to it, and I'm gonna swing at it. I get 2 hits.
Wackadoo, wackadoo.
So one is a dirty 20, the other one is a natural 20.
Oh boy!
Damn.
Oh boy!
How hurt does this thing look?
Not very.
Okay, I'll do Divine Smite. Can I choose which one, or did I have to choose before? Because
Choose like which.
Which one's getting crit?
Normally you would choose which one's getting crit before you roll your damage.
Well, he hasn't rolled his damage yet.
No, I'm saying before you get to the point of rolling the damage. Like, if say like I'm rolling.
He rolled both of his
2
attacks at the
D20s.
same time, though.
We'll make it dealer's choice.
oh, okay.
This
Well,
one
I'll do-
combat's not super significant to the whole.
Okay.
encounter.
Well, I mean, evens. It's the crit. It is not the crit.
Oh, what a guy! Leaving it to the dice guys.
Yeah. So that would be 2d8.
Do you need more dice?
Yeah,
What do you need?
1d8. And can I borrow this one? That one will be the fire.
Yep.
I'm
Color
still
coding, I
occasionally
like it.
reminded
Yeah.
of your 4d5.
So fire, radiance.
When I told you
oh,
you took 45
fire,
damage, you're like,
radiance,
oh,
and-
45. I thought you said 4d5. I'd love to see a d5.
Look at that.
Not
Using the new
bad
shape for a
damage.
D4.
Oh my gosh.
No.
bring it up.
So that is 25 damage total. Mixture of radiance and fire. Does
Okay.
any of them need to be
How much damage do you say in total?
25?
25? It doesn't make a difference.
Okay. And then for the crit, right? Yeah, that one's mine. Less damage. 13 damage.
13.
A mix between fire and radiant.
Okay, so you remember earlier when you asked me how he's looking?
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking so good no more. You really not looking so good no more.
Let's get it strawberry.
And then I think that's all I can do. I don't think it can reach strawberry, so I'm going to save that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, Strawberry's turn. What is she doing?
Firebolt.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That will hit. Are you within 20 feet of Larkspur?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, if she's 15 feet up,
shoot,
then
I
no.
cast I forgot about that.
If she's 15 feet up,
Okay,
she's
hold
not.
on a second. You did cast a spell
I cast
above
a third
first.
level spell, yeah. Twice, actually.
Dang it, I don't have. I had Lauren print off and laminate a copy of the Wild Magic table, so I have it on me, and I completely forgot to grab it.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Those are all zeros.
That's a 100?
Yeah.
That's 100.
You rolled a 100.
Sure did.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay, let's.
You bring your patron to our plane of existence.
I don't know.
Spooky ethereal music
That
starts
could be a good or a bad thing in this moment. I'm not really
Oh.
sure.
Well, currently I feel
Well,
like
that's
it's
for
a bad
sorcerer.
thing.
100. You regain all expended sorcery points.
So she's not a sorcerer.
You're not a sorcerer, so nothing happens.
Should it be
Is this-
all spell slots?
Is this built for? Is the table
what?
built for a
That's-
sorcerer?
That's
Yeah,
a sorcerer
'cause-
wild magic.
Oh.
Because the
Okay.
wild magic is an archetype of a sorcerer.
Oh, got it. Okay.
What about the barbarian's wild magic table?
Oh, so you're
That's a much smaller. That's
That's
like
only a
8.
you're
Yeah.
you're using this. Oh, okay. I thought you
I don't
were using,
have another table to go off of.
Sorry, I didn't realize that in 5th edition the wild magic table was specific to sorcerers. Because like in older
Yeah.
editions, it's just a wild magic table.
Yeah, it's always been specific to sorcerers. It's just
Got it.
so much of it can apply to anybody that there's very little that would
Got it.
restrict it to sorcerers.
There's a new D4. It's an Archimedean design. So it's actually 8-sided, but 2 sides have the same number on it. So you have a small 4, like you have a small side 4 and a large side 4 on opposite
Huh.
sides of each other. So like, yeah. So it doesn't have any of the super sharp edges that the pyramid or the like shard shapes have. Yeah.
That's interesting.
And it rolls better because it's less.
more
Mhm.
round.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is pretty
Um,
cool.
I was I like that design better.
Only because I know we have fun with the wild magic things. If you want the chance of something to happen because you cast a spell, I will give you one opportunity to re-roll it.
Yeah, okay.
Your choice.
Do you want this to count for the first time I cast the 3rd level spell or the second time?
The second time.
Okay.
We're too far.
That's kind of what I figured. That's the 29.
29. Alright. You get to pick a spot within 60 feet and teleport to it that you can see.
Oh.
Okay.
Some of them are kind of silly. Others are very, very funny.
I guess I'll go over this way.
Or into the drink. It's more stable, but we're just having all sorts of problems with this thing, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, it's because it's top heavy. All right.
Also, you have a hex base.
Yeah, and yeah.
Like it would be better.
Yeah, those things are
Little bit.
designed for a round space.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Strawberry.
12 points fire damage.
Thanks.
Give me just a second here. How do you kill him?
Yay.
Almost sling the rifle back, like spin it around, and then turn and just go
Oh,
with a firebolt.
Okay, cowboy.
Well, she already dropped the yippee-ki-yay moment.
I love this development in Strawberry. She's feeling empowered.
Yeah. This is fun.
And so the shot hits the snake just under the chin, comes out the backside of the head, and You ever see those videos where they take the chain and the glass, and when they throw it, you see it start to arch up out of the glass?
Yeah.
That's just kind of what happens as he flies back, and you just see the whole body go.
Yep.
And you realize this thing was huge.
Yep.
So
Tarkx, grab it before it sinks into the
Found
the
dinner.
water.
Yeah. I like reach down to grab it.
Give me we'll say a Dex saving throw to try to stop it from sinking into the water.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay. Dex saving throws at advantage because I can see what's going on, so that works. And Bardic Inspiration's a what?
A D6, and because you're using it for a saving throw, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number on the die plus 3.
How long does that last?
Until he runs out of HP.
Inspiration for that.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. That makes it a 17.
17. Just as the tail shoots up out of the water, you're able to... And you feel the strain of it pulling as it's sinking down, and you realize this thing was very, very heavy. But you're able to gain your balance and pull it back and slowly pull this thing back out of it. You remember the movie Anaconda?
Yep.
There you go.
Ah, well done, Tarksy boy.
Yeah. What'd you want this for?
Well, let's. People are gonna wonder why we just killed 2 of the villagers. We could. I mean, if we have this giant snake body and let them know, hey, the giant
Perception
snake
checks.
attacked us along with them when they turned into fish creatures and I guess conveniently turned back into people.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for our case. Huh?
Yeah, very unfortunate. That's going to be a hard case to win with the rest of the
It
villagers.
does kind of look like I
18,
just bashed his skull in.
15. You both can barely make out a whispering, like, last dying breath from the closer fisherman, and you make out one word: shrine.
Shrine?
As he dies.
I hear that from 60 feet away.
Yeah, because he's like coughing
Oh, okay.
as he's trying to say it.
I think we need to go speak with, what's her face?
Meredith?
Meredith.
Yeah, let's go to her first because I don't trust the. I mean, I didn't clock anything with the mayor, but something doesn't feel right.
These things were clearly masquerading in the middle of town. Unbeknownst to anyone. I mean, no one seemed bothered by them, so now I'm suspicious about the guy back at the taxidermist office. But yes,
Yeah, he's the one that pointed us this way.
Oh, that's a good point. That's why he's a good cop.
Perhaps discussing this with Meredith in private is the best course of action.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder if she can do anything with some of this snake too. She does like potion-y stuff, right? Like Cedriel does.
No. Sometimes live flesh is needed for certain alchemical potions.
Well, it's not live anymore. Strawberry took care of that one.
I was just thinking more for dinner.
Oh, I bet this is delicious.
Do you eat sentient creatures?
Not sentient anymore.
Wow.
Whoa, that got
Man.
It was more for you 3, though.
I swear, if this turns into an evil campaign.
It's all muscle too. That's
I mean,
going to taste
it is
real good.
sentient, but
And if it's
not
been eating
anymore.
people, it's going to be full of more protein.
Well, I didn't think you had it in you.
I mean, you give it a few hours, I can cook it up, and then she can have it in her.
What do you say, Strawberry?
Too fresh for my liking.
Shame.
You want me to put it in my pouch and let it sit for a few days?
Stick with my fruits.
Fair enough. I bet there's some muck off the pier this thing was in. I mean, it smells like god-awful stuff. That probably tastes pretty good.
Like, man, if we all sit down for dinner and eat a sentient creature,
Wow, there's going to be some
we're gonna oathbreaker
hefty
over
alignment
here,
shifts going on.
Chaotic neutral, that's within my bounds.
Okay, let's
Oh.
pause.
All right.
Taking the snake. You're going back to see Meredith
Yes.
again.
We're
Okay.
gonna talk to her in private.
Okay. Don't worry about the miniatures on the thing. But how are you dragging this very huge constrictor snake creature?
Well, if he
Yeah,
dragged it out of the
how
water,
much-
he
how
should
much
be able
does
to
it
drag
weigh?
it through
I'm
town.
gonna say like 300 pounds.
Oh,
I think I can handle that.
Enoch will grab the other end, so we're not
Like,
really
your-
dragging
your
it. We're
push
just
drag should be
Carrying
significant.
capacity is your strength multiplied by 15. My strength score is an 18.
Times 15. Good gosh.
Yeah.
oh,
I-
mine's
you're like-
16. So
It's 270 pounds.
So dragging
is
that
is
is
my
going to be.
carry.
I'm
That's my
helping.
carry. That's
I was
like
gonna say,
I can
that's your
carry
carry,
on
yeah.
my own. If it weighs 300 pounds, I can drag it pretty effectively.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, if Enoch grabs like 30
Yeah.
pounds of the back end,
Oh yeah.
then you guys can cut that weight in half.
yeah,
and
up
just
on our shoulders, just walking with
Well, it's also the length of it that creates an obstacle as
Yeah.
well, because you're not going to like just stack it on itself and be
it.
able
No,
to hold
I'd
it.
carry it near the head, and then he'd probably grab it 2/3 of the way back, so dragging some of the tail, but carrying most of it up on our shoulders.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
Let's go like kind of on the outskirts.
We won't drag it through the middle of
around
town,
this side and back
so as
up
not to
there.
freak people out.
Yeah, let's not drag this through the middle of town. Might be a bad idea.
Unless there's others like this creature, and then of course we can be more intimidating.
I got it up there on my first try last time, and it was really sweet.
Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, you guys are able to go right near the outskirts of town, get back to Meredith's place. As soon as she sees the snake, she's like, "Bring it here! Bring it here! Bring it here! Bring it here!" Grabs this unusual, slightly larger beaker. Says, "Hold its mouth open."
Oh, my bad.
Sets one of the fangs down into the beaker and immediately reaches in underneath the jaw. And if you're looking down, it almost looks like she grabs the outside of a vein on like the skin of the roof of the mouth and just starts to squeeze it. And like milking a cow, you just start to see venom coming out. She goes, "This one didn't develop its venom all the way. I assume none of you got poisoned if you got bit by it?"
No, it didn't. It didn't poison me.
Didn't even get close enough.
"Well, I can use this. And if you're able to help me figure out what's going on, I might be able to create a few extra vials for you to take with you."
Well, we went down to the docks, and two of the villagers over there suddenly turned into fish people, and then that snake came out and attacked us,
Yeah.
along with the fish people.
They're all dead now.
Fish people.
Yeah, they have like little, like that, and there's a little dangly thing that glowed.
I love when Enoch describes things.
Yeah, I bashed its brain in.
But what's that fish called?
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish, yeah.
I thought, wasn't it? What was it? Avengers: Age of Ultron. What's his name? That was later in the Wakanda movie. He called it something else. Gupperfish or something. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Smashed his brain in, and it looked more like a blobfish when I was done. But then a weird thing happened.
They turned back into people, which doesn't really help our case.
I swear it was a fish person when I bashed his brain in. Though.
So they started off looking like people, like you and I do.
Yeah.
They were real
Turned
itchy.
into fish-like creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because there was
And then when
some...
you killed them, they reverted back into people?
Yeah. And then, I didn't hear the shrine thing, right?
No.
Because I was talking.
Strawberry would have told you though.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, and one of them, as they were dying, said something about a shrine?
Shrine.
Yes, they
Marina's shrine?
I don't know. It said shrine.
If that's the only shrine around, I mean, even the bad cop can figure that one out.
They each gave off some strange aura that I was unable to identify. It's an aura I've not seen before, so
You know what that kind of sounds like, right?
Like
no, that's why we're here asking you.
we get to hit more fish people with my flail and
Probably.
crush them.
It sounds a little bit like lycanthropy, but I've never heard of lycanthrope fish.
It's I mean, sure.
Did any of you get bit by one of them?
No, we pretty much killed him pretty damn quick.
It was really quick. It was.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but we're pretty good at killing things.
It's true.
Why do you think I hired you? I saw you kill a giant green worm-like monstrosity
Yeah, that's
back
true.
in Karstead.
But the reason why we came to you specifically and not like the mayor, who seems to be kind of like the head of the operation, you, I don't exactly trust him. I didn't clock anything on him. Nothing seemed. He didn't seem to be lying about anything, but I just don't trust him. Because if what you say is true and everybody disappeared, that means every single person could be one of these fish people.
Yeah, and that weak little dude who does the crappy job at gardening outside of the taxidermy thing, he's the one who told us to go to the docks. I mean, after I broke his door.
You said something about being itchy and...
Yeah, he was itchy and drinking a vial or something. Well, we should have picked that up. But anyways,
Did the gardener guy seem to be doing that?
He seemed to be getting crushed by a door, so maybe peculiarly weak, like fish are.
He didn't have the same aura as the rest of them.
But yeah, the dude was all itchy and drinking from a stone, like, container too. Like, what a dumb way to carry around whatever he was drinking.
Oh, a lot of drinks come in ceramic containers.
Yeah, for like transport for big stuff like wine, but like this is a personal one. Ceramic breaks and stuff, and if you drop it into the water, it's gonna sink. A cask will float. It's stupid for a fisherman to have it near water. It's very small rocks don't float. They're not like a duck or wood or churches.
Bitch. Kudos to anybody who understands that reference.
But I guess we're looking for a shrine that's kind of like a church, and if it's in the water, it's either floating or it's underneath it, right?
No, there's a shrine called
Well, that's kind of like your god.
No.
a little similar, yes.
Marina's shrine. It's out of ways in the water, but you have to trudge through a swamp to get to it.
That seems like a dumb place to put a shrine.
Well, it's a mariner's style of shrine, so being surrounded by water makes sense. You know what a mariner is, right?
It, like how you make meat really tender by putting stuff with it.
No, not marinate, mariner.
Yeah, somebody who does marinades.
No.
Like we're gonna do to this giant snake, right?
A mariner is a individual who does a great deal of work on the water.
Why
Like
they
on
have
a
to-
ship.
Oh, all right. I just called them sailors.
That's another name for them.
Why there's so many names for the same thing? Like this is a flail, that's an Enoch, that's a Larkspur, this is strawberry. Like, one name. It'd be dumb if I called her something else.
I didn't create it. I just know that's what it's called. It's a shrine that's out in the swamp surrounded by water. If that's what you guys are wanting to know about, that's where you'd be able to find it.
Do we need to go break it?
I wouldn't suggest doing that.
No.
Strawberry. No.
No, don't.
I'm
No,
just
stop.
saying if the fish people
Tarkx,
like the
this isn't
shrine
you.
and the fish people are bad, then destroying the shrine takes care of the problem. Is that a bad cop move?
Very. Very.
I say let's go out there and find out what's going on at the shrine, and then maybe all the lost people are there.
They can help us break the shrine.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
if that's what they suggest to fixing this issue, maybe.
I'm going to ask you not to destroy it, as it's a very well carved statue. It's kind of a valuable symbol to the town.
All right, I guess I'd be pretty mad if somebody broke our totem.
My
Perhaps you
favorite piston spot.
I was literally going to say, perhaps you can pee on the shrine when we get there.
Can I?
No.
Out of game, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to like the consequences.
This is getting less and less fun in my mind. Alright, let's
Well, it sounds like the shrine is our next step in this.
go save the
Miserable
townspeople.
investigation.
And if they turn into fish, I can kill them, though, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Alright. Larkspur and Enoch said it's okay, Strawberry.
Only if they.
That's an
Attack
equitable
us.
distribution of the votes. And I abstain, so it can't be a tie. Abstain was last Thursday's word.
Oh.
I wish everybody could see everyone else's faces around the table. This looks like her brain's about to just be done.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great weekly social post. Tark's word of the
Alright,
week.
now I have to make a word of the day calendar based around orc culture.
Okay, so you know where the docks are at, correct?
Yeah,
Yes,
we were just
intimately.
there.
Okay,
I
so
broke a hole in it. See, look, it's right there on the map.
so if you're facing the docks and you go to the far right side of them, but instead of going straight to the docks, turn right. It's more of a swampy marsh-like area. Trudge out that way, and it's a little bit of a distance out, but you will find the statue out there. If you learn anything interesting or come up with another theory or anything from going out there, please feel free to come back and let me know. I will see what I can do with this stuff as she's looking at the venom once again in the beaker.
All right. To the shrine then. All right.
All right. Give me just a second here.
But Tarkx so wants to destroy a shrine.
Hey, there it is. Looking for this. Well, I have a piece that's marshland-like.
Oh.
Nice.
Had these for a while. They just stayed over at James's house. Make this work.
And we are running a little low on time.
Yeah, it's 4
Zip.
to 8.
Oh.
This is primarily skill involved, so
Okay.
Punch through it real quick and stop before we get to the next thing.
Okay. Ability score improvement to level 8.
I know.
So we're gonna say that you guys trudge out into the marsh. You go about, say, 50 yards, and that's when you start to see the statue. I'll just say that this is the statue out in the middle of the marsh. So if you guys want to put your characters around, you are more than welcome to.
So we're like 50 feet out.
50 yards out away from the docks.
Okay, so that's
Oh.
like super far away.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna just stay where we are then. You ever get that feeling like you're gonna sneeze and it doesn't happen? Yep.
Ugh, I
Never.
hate that. So as you trudge out there, ankle-deep swamp water leads to a small clearing, and an ivory-wrapped stone gazebo covers a statue of a woman. You have some options for skill checks: investigation, nature, survival, arcana, and then depending on whether or not you're a spellcaster, you may or may not have other options available to you as
Yeah,
well.
so of course they're all wisdom or intelligence based.
Sorry, I didn't write it.
And I still can't roll above a 10, so I rolled an 8 for Arcana.
Would I be able to roll a religion check? Would that give me anything?
No.
Oh.
Just a straight 17. Because I have a 0 to all
I
intelligence.
guess I'll do investigation.
Okay, so which skill
Nothing.
would you have put that into?
What were the ones again?
Investigation, nature, survival, or arcana?
Oh, survival. That would be a dirty 20 then.
Okay.
Thank God somebody got it, because I got a 6.
Yeah.
So as you're taking a close look at it, you realize that the location of it and everything, it would have been damn near impossible for somebody to come out here with a large ivory stone and carve a statue out here in this type of a surrounding environment.
It's giving Cthulhu vibes.
And it also looks extremely heavy and almost unwieldy to be able to move. So that raises a lot of questions.
And it doesn't look old enough to have been here before the marsh developed around it, kind of thing.
I mean, it's grown
It does
over,
look.
but
It does look old, but it also doesn't look like it's aged.
Okay, so it's not like super ancient, sort
Right.
of. Okay.
yeah, all the HP Lovecraft fans are like, wait a minute, I've seen this before.
Well,
And
do
you
we
guys
get
can feel free to try to re-roll these.
Yeah, let me give it another. What did you roll for?
Survival.
Survival. I guess I'll do an investigation. Wow, another 5. Nothing.
What else do I have to...
Let me get another tasty rock.
Oh, I have to be within 30 feet for detect magic.
Exact same roll.
5.
I rolled a 4 plus 2, 6.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. I rolled a 13.
For what?
I don't want to be rolling
Arcana?
Yeah.
You sense some sort of presence of magic within the statue.
That's not surprising.
Wow, who could have seen this come?
Try again with an investigation.
19.
If you're going to, I'm sorry. 1?
9.
9. Okay, so Strawberry's the one who notices it.
Again.
What'd you roll?
Straight 19.
The pose of the sculpture is extremely odd. The expression looks a bit surprised. You also make note, because you rolled high enough, that a ring on the finger of one of the hands does not seem to be part of the sculpture, but seems to be something else part of the sculpture. Like, it doesn't seem to be embedded in with the stone. It seems to be a second object. And if done correctly, could possibly be slipped off the hand.
Guys, I think that's a person.
Oh yeah, it's a,
No.
it's a statue of a person.
Tarkx, you don't understand. Like, it's an actual person. It's not pure stone.
I fly within 30 feet of it to cast detect magic. See if we can confirm this. Cool.
How would that?
It gives off an extremely strong aura of transmutation.
Yeah.
How would that happen, Strawberry?
Straight 18 nature check of creatures or monsters.
Mm-mm. You pick up on the same thing as when you made the survival check.
We
before.
haven't had a long rest, have we? Never mind, I can't do that. I fly back and I say, Strawberry's theory very well might be correct. I mean, little Rosebud over there is a strong transmutation aura about it. Unfortunately, my dispel magic will have to wait till tomorrow.
What does transmutation mean?
It means that what they appear as now is not likely what they are supposed to be.
Kind of like the fish people.
Yes.
Oh,
Your what spell?
Dispel magic.
Oh,
So somebody made this person into a statue?
It's quite possible.
Against
Did I
their
just pick
will.
up on one aura? I didn't pick up an aura from the ring.
Yeah, I don't get anything to
Oh, you did.
undo stuff like that till later.
You can discern that the ring did have magic. That you pick up on a lingering magic, so it used to have magic in it, but it's been used and so now is no longer considered magical per se.
Okay. And the school?
You can't tell.
I think we need to
Wait,
go.
there's a lingering aura and I can't tell the school?
Because of the fact that the ring is not actually enchanted anymore, you just pick on the remnants of there having been magic on the ring.
Okay, so there's not actually like an active magical aura.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
got it. Sorry.
I'm terrible with words. What can I say?
I'm like detail. With this detect magic, like sometimes the details are, and in my brain, if it has an aura, then I should be able by the descriptor of the spell, it should be able to determine the aura. So if you're just saying that, like,
Well, okay,
I
so
can
the way
tell
it
that it
reads
used to be
here,
magic, but it doesn't
you
have.
can discern the power the ring once had. Having been used, it is now non-magical. So that's why I
Okay.
said the remnants of
Okay,
what
okay.
used to be magical.
Gotcha. So no aura, but I can. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I think we need to go back and speak to Meredith about who exactly this statue is, about who this person was.
You should sketch a picture of her,
Oh, that's really smart.
so then we don't have to do as much traveling. Just like, hey, does this person look familiar?
28 performance for a sketch.
Strawberry snaps a photograph.
Just looks at it, blinks. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's
a
it.
little thin sheet of like myconite or whatever.
Oh, I was
It's natural.
thinking.
Like-
Orb comes off
just
the
like-
head. Pop, it's a miniature statue.
Yeah, I was thinking more. She holds up her sketch pad and just goes, and it's just like it's just like there.
She goes,
the orb.
and then like a picture forms on her, and she just like peels off the top layer.
That sounds more real. Like
Natural paper.
that one.
Natural paper.
That one. Like she's still like shedding her skin, and it's just.
Mushrooms.
It's like,
paper. That's gotta be a thing. Right?
Or more spores fall off and then just form the outline of it and
So
everything.
Tarkx is gonna walk up.
it's like
and,
glitter.
and
Like glitter.
look at the ring in very great detail.
Strawberry would go up with you just to get a closer look. So we can get to details.
It looks like a brass ring with a silver border around the top and bottom of it.
Okay. Any inscription or anything?
No.
I remove the ring from the
It
statue.
used to be a magical item, but it's not potent any longer. So I can't tell you what it used to do, but it used to do something.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. Maybe that's how it turns her back from a statue.
Don't break her finger.
I'll be gentle.
You do make note that despite the more aged look of the gazebo and the slightly lesser aged look of the statue, the ring looks like it was cleaned and freshly polished.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I take it off.
Yeah.
Someone has sentimental value to this
That's awful clean for being in the middle of a swamp.
Mm.
Aw.
Perhaps it was left here by someone who is mourning the loss of whatever creature this is.
Human?
Yeah.
Just a lady, right?
It's human.
It does look human, yes.
Maybe our alchemist friend can help us out and figure out what this might be.
Oh yeah, she probably has some potions on her that can undo this.
Or at least tell us who this statue is supposed to be.
Yes. Well, if it's a flesh to stone spell, it should be undoable. If it's polymorph, it would be a little bit more difficult. It's not impossible.
Alright, well, I mean, I don't think the statue's going anywhere. So maybe we just head back and...
Do you want to drag it back with you, Tarkx?
I mean, I can see how much it weighs.
I think that would risk breaking it.
We come back to
If
Meredith
we-
with the statue.
Let's just leave it here for now. We don't want to...
What would the fish people want with this?
Maybe they knew the person. That's why we have to go ask her.
I mean, it's kind of just a statue.
But it's a person.
But, yeah, I guess. Maybe this is what happens when you turn into a fish too many times.
Perhaps.
Alright, so what do you guys decide to do?
Going back
back.
and speaking to Meredith.
With the ring and a report.
And a picture.
Okay. Well, this is definitely interesting. Where'd you say you found this?
It was on the girl who's made of stone.
The girl who's the statue?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was wearing it.
Yeah, it turns out it's not really like a statue, per se.
Who is the statue supposed to be?
Oh, I'm not sure.
nobody in this town knows who this statue is?
Well, I didn't say that. There are some people who probably do know who it is. I'm fairly certain those are the people who are also missing.
Interesting.
I'd have to look into some more research with the ring.
Approximately how long has this statue, as you call it, been in the swamps?
As far as I know, at least a year.
And you have no idea which spellcaster put it there?
No, it's somebody saw it one day. We all thought it was there long beforehand and just had never seen it before.
Oh, no, we're quite certain that it's a poor girl trapped inside the stone, so.
Do you have any potions that could undo something like that?
Wait, hold on, back up. You think there's a girl inside the, like, petrification?
Yes.
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 Her facial expressions, and Strawberry will hold up the portrait. I'm sorry, but not even my magic could create something this real.
That and the very obvious transmutation aura that it's giving off. It's pretty clear that this is...
That I didn't know.
Yes,
about.
it's pretty obvious for most people.
It is. So we were perhaps
Well, I've also
hoping that
never
you...
been out there.
Perhaps hoping that you had an alchemical solution to this petrification or polymorph or whatever it might be, flesh to stone. I'm not quite sure.
It would take a while for me to make, but I did hear about a balm, I think, that cured petrification.
A bomb?
Not a
Balm?
balm. B-A-L.
balm.
Balm.
Was the snake Tarkx killed a basilisk?
No.
So, like, did we miss that?
No.
We're still here, aren't we?
That's true.
I could start looking into that. One of the search parties that I had put together, a few of the people I'd spoke to said something about, I think it was a glade? A brief memory of like a glade or something? I'm wondering if they weren't affected by something, possibly something similar to what affected those fish people you told me about. That being said, I can do a little bit of research to figure out if there's any nearby glades that has been unexplored. I personally don't explore the marsh itself. I go out of town to other villages to do sales and collect ingredients and stuff. But if there is a glade somewhere nearby, I can do a little bit of research to figure out where it might be at.
Yeah, can we maybe just kind of spend the night here?
Absolutely. I can set up a few cots in the back room. And
Am I allowed to touch the cots, Larkspur?
Yes, that should be fine.
All right. What about the bathroom?
Please. Tarkx just wakes up in the morning. I gotta go really fast.
That being said, now that we're back here instead of out in the wilderness, I do have a kind of a how do I describe it? A type of like meal, but it's completely made out of liquid. That if you'd like to try.
We call that alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have alcohol in it, and it's not a soup, but it's made from liquids of other various fruits and vegetables and stuff.
You just gotta wait. It'll ferment. You gotta wait.
I didn't make alcohol.
Well, yeah, because you haven't waited.
Like a juice?
You're an alchemist and
Kinda,
you don't
yeah.
make alcohol?
What is wrong
That is
with
a
people?
fair question.
What is wrong with
I
people?
didn't say I can't. I just simply don't.
You got all the stuff you need, like right here.
Not everyone in this world drinks.
That can't be true, right? Larkspur.
Strawberry totally puts up a hand.
But you did the apples.
I didn't know at the time.
Look on Liz's face. I didn't know.
Sometimes ingenuity magic requires you to be in full control of your faculties, which alcohol prevents you from doing, I'm afraid.
I don't know if I want to pursue that school of magic anymore.
Well, perhaps that's why you've not had success as of yet.
Maybe.
Alcohol does linger for quite some time.
Yeah, but it makes me really brave.
I cannot argue with that one.
Also, really, really like bond with people, like Enoch and me.
Yes, sweeping up vomit off the floor is quite a bonding experience.
Yeah.
It actually is, yeah. Especially if one is more drunk than the other, and they're going, like that, and you gotta, like, help them around.
Yeah. It creates a fellowship that you just don't get when you're sober.
Yeah. It's like your friend just, like, returned to infancy, and you gotta take care of him for, like, 4 hours.
Yeah, like a big brother or something. It's nice. It's
And
nice.
remind me again how that made you feel the next day, Tarkx.
Like we were trauma bonded.
That's a very nice way to put it, Tarkx.
Can I see the rocks, please?
Oh, you can.
All right. Well, we appreciate you.
You want some?
No. Not so much the lack of alcohol, but whatever liquid food you're offering. I guess we appreciate it.
Not to sound too forward here, but you also did mention that you have your own alcohol.
Yeah, are you interested?
Please say no.
Because I can ask for it, and I can say a very specific word that is not no, and we can have a really good night.
I'll tell you what, I will consider it if we can get this whole mystery solved.
All right, celebratory drink then.
So she goes in the back. She comes out with this semi-bright green liquid. And as soon as she pops the cork off, this sweet smell of fruit hits everyone's noses. Not any distinctive sort of fruit, but just like a collaboration of various fruits. And it's a very thick, semi-sort of syrupy liquid.
Like the naked drinks?
Kind
That's
of
kinda
naked or
what I
boat
was
house sort of thing. Yeah. That's exactly where I was coming from with that. And she pours it into these larger, like tankard-like cups. And she goes, "Here, each of you can try one. I don't know if you want to try
Strawberry
it.
will like look down and
It's not fungus-oriented.
Perhaps if we leave it out overnight, it'll turn brown.
Yeah, leave it out for a few nights.
I did want to ask you, little one. You're a myconid, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which means you have spores.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Would I be able to have a sample of the spores for alchemical experimentation?
Oh, please. Sneeze all over her.
No, I don't
Strawberry
need her to
will
sneeze.
walk up and will literally wipe down on her arm and just hold up her hand. You already have them on you. That's how we're talking.
What the That is weird. Okay. She
But
immediately
if
is...
you want, Strawberry will like go up, give the tankard, and will like try to reach for one particular orb, and will just go like a literal squelching sound.
Did it sound like she just pulled her own brain out of her head?
Kind of.
That will
And
never
Strawberry
be
will
normal.
walk up. It's a
I don't need that much.
It's already out of her. It'd be rude to ask her to put it
And
back.
as he says that, you'll start to see just a little white dot slowly start to grow back where the old one used to be.
That is so... Okay. And she
It's
grabs like a
concentrate.
large kettle sort of thing. She goes, just right into there. That's fine.
You did ask for it.
I do recommend if you wish to pop this, you do it underwater. Otherwise, everything will be coated.
Okay. I think I can figure out a way to do that. Okay.
Enoch.
Oh, he didn't die. I'm gonna try some.
It's very smooth. I like this.
Strawberry will go and take the tankard back and take a sip, and upon the sweetness, you know how the pucker face of just like the lines when people like,
Sorry. You know, if you added some yeast and let this sit out for about a month or two in a cask, it'd be even better.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a small sample of it along with what else I was going to give you for figuring out this mystery, and you can let that be your experiment.
All right. School of Ingenuity.
Oh boy, we thank you for that one.
What in the world is this School of Ingenuity you keep talking about?
It is only the most powerful magic
Yeah.
on this plane.
I've seen it. It's amazing.
What do I roll for like secret message? Because that doesn't exist in 5th edition.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What's that?
you do have the spores.
Oh, I can tell. I can
Private.
speak to her telepathically. Private, yeah. So I'll say that out loud. It's only the most
Yeah.
powerful school of magic of this plane.
This is amazing.
It's hard to explain. I'll say this in private. It's hard to explain. But if you please just nod your head and go along with it, I would greatly appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, see?
okay.
Yeah, thanks, Larkspur.
And Larkspur will when nobody else is looking, catch her eye and be like, thank you.
So, you guys ready to call it a night?
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Alright, so we're right at the tail end. One last thing happens. As the sun goes down and you guys kind of turn in for the night, you start to hear the normal sounds you would hear out on a lake. You know, there's the bugs and the crickets all making the noise and everything. And as you're listening to it, you start to notice a little bit of a sync into the sounds as they blend together. And it almost becomes like a musical tune and a melody. Where'd it go? I need con saving throws from everybody here.
Oh, man.
I just closed my character sheet.
I'm sorry.
No, that's not good.
Give me a second.
13?
Nope.
Well, I'm not going to get it with a 12 then.
You actually have advantage because you
Oh.
are from the plane of the fairy.
Oh, actually. Yeah. 14.
15.
Nope. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. The next morning when you guys wake up, you both feel extremely thirsty and itchy, like it's time to take a shower.
Uh-oh.
Great way to end the night.
Yeah.
Great.
And we're done for the night.
All right.
I do have questions for you before we depart about Larkspur's
But
shift.
let's all say goodbye to
Bye.
the viewers.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, darling. Stay out of trouble.